minutes to go till the lineups are announced. We are hearing little murmurs that the team will be the same. Will be no changes, which is probably what we expected. Welcome back to the West Ham Network. I'm Anton, joined by Matt, Stato Matt, who slept through the evening last night and couldn't join us on the preview. Dig him out in the chat. Matt, how you doing, mate? How you feeling about Liverpool?
There's never a good time to play like one of the big teams, but you probably couldn't have picked a worse time to play Liverpool.
Could you say the same about West Ham, though?
Yeah, you could, but still, I mean, look, this was like recent European champions, Premier League winners, and look, we're going to give ourselves as good a chance any with the form we're in. But the form they're in is like title contender, frightening form. Let's not going to lie. Like Salah looks in the best form he's been in a very long time. So it's going to be a good game because it's two good teams that are both in form.
Yeah,
but it's going to be hard to say which way it's going to go. Right? Absolutely.
I mean, I do think that I know. I mean, listen, they are playing fantastic football. They are firing on all cylinders. But then, retrospectively, let's look at our own beautiful club that we support and the run that we've recently been on and the football that we're playing, and the comparisons you start to make. We're only 5 or 6 goals of a difference between each other. Yes, okay, we all know that their forward line is frightening, but they do have injury concerns, Matt. They've got no Firmino. That's going to be a big loss to them. What do you think?
Is it though? Like, that probably makes me more worried because that probably just means that like Salah's going to get the free flowing role in the middle. In fairness to Firmino, he's not. I know people say it's poor and people laugh at it like Man City fans, because he's not like an out and out centre forward.
Yeah,
he reminds me a lot of like a Bowen or an Antonio. Mm-hmm. Where his game isn't just built on goals. His game is built on link-up play and harrying defenders, making a nuisance so that Salah and Mane, either side of him, can do what they want. So the fact that then he's probably not in the team, we haven't got the official lineup yet, probably not in the team, means that they probably won't go direct into defeat Firmino. They'll just be playing this free-flowing counter-attack. I imagine if he's missing that, Jota will come in and probably sit on one of the wings.
Yeah,
and just move Salah inside.
Yeah,
which gives Salah a free roll, and that's just. I don't know if that would work in our favour. I don't know if he's one of these players that prefers to play that wide, so he can just drift in, or he doesn't care and maybe playing in the middle just gives him a massive free roll to go do what he wants.
Yeah,
I don't think Klopp will be. I'll put it this way: it wouldn't be devastating for Liverpool if he didn't play as it probably would if Antonio didn't play for us.
Well, the thing is,
Liverpool as much.
The thing is, though, mate, I mean, they've got players who like scoring against West Ham, Salah, Mane, just to name a few. But then again, bounce it back the other way, Antonio does like to chip in with a goal against Liverpool as well. So he's a threat. He's going to be back in the lineup today. I mean, people have been, as of late, kind of saying, I don't really understand Antonio. I think Antonio should be rested. I think he needs a rest. But I think people are misunderstanding the fact that that he is so influential in what he actually does to the team as a whole. Yeah?
Yeah, but I think he has been having a rest. Like, let's be real. I mean, Moyes hasn't played him every single game, has he? Moyes has picked and chosen when to play him, when not to play him. He's even got to the extent of, I'm assuming that Antonio's going to get called up for Jamaica again for the internationals. Mm-hmm. So the fitness coach will be getting his all expenses paid trip again with him, just to send him with him to keep his hamstrings decent. So Moyes has done everything he can. He has rotated around. He hasn't played every cup game, has he? He hasn't played every Europa League game.
Yeah.
Moyes has picked and chosen when to play him.
Yep, absolutely. Let me jump into the chat. We're literally a couple of minutes away from getting the confirmation of the starting lineups. Just want to see who's in the Eat House this afternoon. Afternoon, everyone from Neil T. Hope you're well. Jack Max coming on later on to discuss the team news once it's announced for Liverpool. So good to see you, my friend. Lineups. We are led to believe that the West Ham lineup will be what we expect to play. Benny will start, Antonio will start, but we will wait for confirmation, which is going to be 1 minute away. Vinay, hello everyone. Hope you win, but don't have a feeling about this. Crosshammer, afternoon all. Marlon's in the house saying yo. Howard Ailes is in. Afternoon all. Come on, you irons. Narky's in the house. Good to see you, mate. Fused Liverpool fan here. I'm so confident. I'm saying 4-0 Liverpool. Salah with 4 goals. Wowzers, Fused. Wowzers. Dawson will have Salah in his pocket. That's if Dawson starts, which he won't. So Neil T is saying Fused. You sound confused. Jack Max saying be interesting who we start with in the midfield. Hopefully it's Fabinho, Hendo, and Thiago. Manny is the man to stop. Vinny saying streaming on a train to London from Birmingham. The internet is so slow. It's awful, isn't it? Stato, where's your positivity? Come on, we are massive. Come on.
Look, I'll be honest, there's 2 games a season I'm not confident for, and one of them is this. It's literally this game and the Man City game. They're still the 2 teams that I'm like, you know what, they are probably on. If they're both on their form, they are head and shoulders above the rest of the league.
Yeah. And just to confirm, the lineup is in, and we have what we expected. Fabianski in goal, Johnson, Zuma, Ogbonna, and Creswell. We have Rice and Soucek protecting, Bowen out in the right, Benrahma through the middle, Fornals on the left, and Antonio sits up top. So, as we expected and as we predicted, what do you think of that then, Matt?
That's just exactly what we expected, wasn't it? Unchanged team. You know, I suppose maybe some people might still try and argue that for maybe Sufal should start. I think he's still working his way back to fitness. I think Johnson's played the right to be there. The rest of it is, you know, literally our strongest available lineup. I was more looking at the bench, and the bench looks a little light today.
Go on and go through it.
Areola, Fredericks, Sufal, Dawson, Diop, Masuaku, Krau, Noble, Lanzini. So Yarmolenko and Vlasic are both, I guess, still with their knocks, whatever they've got.
Yeah.
Because they both missed the Europa League game, didn't they? So it's just, you know, what it means. If we wanted to change that going forward, there's not many changes available.
Yeah.
It's the only like change really is Lanzini, and then you could possibly argue Fredericks, Sufal, or Masuaku as wingers. Crowley's made the bench, but yeah, so it's.
Jack, if you are watching, if you've got the link, mate, you're more than welcome to come on now because the teams have been announced. He's saying to you, Stato, mate, should be a lot more positive. Not expecting an easy game today. Moyes has you flying. Even if you lose, it's the way you play today. Even getting a win would be a massive statement. I completely agree with what Jack's saying. Jack, if you are watching, mate, feel free to jump in right now and you can give us your opinion on the Liverpool setup and how you think they will set up against us
so
today.
To go for the Liverpool team?
Yeah, well, I'm just getting the image up, but go through it, mate, while you're at it. Yep.
Alisson in goal. Back 4 of Alexander-Arnold, Matip, Van Dijk and Robertson. Midfield 3 of Henderson, Fabinho and Oxlade-Chamberlain. Someone else who likes a goal against us. And the front 3 of Salah, Mane and Jota. But Sky are saying that Jota is the one playing through the middle.
Right, okay.
And not Salah. So, we'll see.
What do you think of that lineup then?
Kind of expected. The only 2 I was maybe surprised about was Matip and Chamberlain.
Yep.
I thought, I can't pronounce the guy's name. Is it Konate?
Konate,
centre back. Yep. I thought he probably would have started. I thought he'd been in decent form. He'd been playing some games for him. And I'd have thought Thiago instead of Chamberlain, but I don't know. Does he feel Chamberlain's more mobile than Thiago? Maybe Thiago's probably certainly the better passer. But that's about as expected.
Let's bring up the home lineup again, just for everyone to see. As you can see, Fabianski starts in goal. Johnson retains his spot at the right back position. Zuma and Ogbonna through the middle. Creswell at left back position. Rice and Soucek through the middle, defending central defensive midfielders. Bowen, like we have said, out in the right. Fornals out in the left. Benny through the middle with Antonio up top. The bench with Areola, Dawson, Sufal, Diop, Masuaku, Fredericks, Kroll, Noble and Lanzini. And as you said, I suppose there's not a huge amount of attacking options on there. However, we do have the backup plan, which is Lanzini. We all know that he's definitely capable of coming on and offering us that. There you go, Matt. Talk me through it again for anyone that's watching.
Yeah, it's a 4. Well, Sky lists it as a 4-3-3, which is how Liverpool sort of play, but you probably expect Chamberlain to get further forward than Henderson and Fabinho.
Mm-hmm.
The back four, I said, maybe apart from I thought maybe Konate might have started, but that is the back four that Liverpool started the season with. Obviously, Alisson in goal, Henderson and Fabinho protecting the back four, Chamberlain spraying passes, and then you've got the front three, which pretty. It's. I mean, look, that the way that's lined up, that says to me that Salah's down the middle. The way they've listed it, Sky reckon Jota's down the middle, but I suppose with the three guys that none of them are proper out and out centre forwards, they're all like these sort of wing forwards. Any one of them could potentially play up front. They could rotate round. The only thing that worries me about their team is the pace.
Well, that's the thing we were discussing last night was you kind of mentioned the fact that they've got such strong pace. Yes, we've got a fantastic central defensive pairing in Zuma and Ogbonna, but we have stated that teams can get in behind them with pace, and I think we saw that against Brentford in particular. You know, we struggled with the pace, but against Brentford, and it wasn't really the bullying tactics from Ivan Toney or anything that really penetrated West Ham that day. It was all about pace, and we got beaten for pace quite a lot. And we're talking about players now at the next level. Albeit, yes, Brentford gave Liverpool a great game. We're talking about the world-class ability of what Salah and Mane can do. I think both of them just recently have hit a century of goals for Liverpool, and I don't even know how the short space of time that was in. But we all know exactly what they're capable of doing because they score a bloody amount of goals that they have done. However, again, we have to remain positive, and I think I am going to remain positive, Matt, because this is the lineup that I want. I couldn't have seen any other changes. People were, I'll throw this one to you, people potentially were predicting that Benny may have been rested for today's game. Could you have even seen that, and why?
No. Just no. It's the last game for the internationals. Was the Brentford game the last game before the internationals last time and we lost it?
Yep.
I think wasn't it? Moyes was like, right, let's forget about that and rebuild and go again. And we come back from the internationals. We've had a great, whatever period you want to call this, this section of games after. There was no way Moyes was going to play anything less than his 100% best team. And at the moment, this is like, yes, there are games you could rotate and change and da-da-da. But if you were said... The only one that Moyes would probably be unsure about, I reckon, right now, by the looks of it, would be the right back.
Yeah.
But I think if you said to Moyes right now, forget injuries, forget form, what is your best 1 to 11? I think this is what he'd pick out. Like, I think this is what he would list.
Yeah.
So I don't know why, especially after Ramos scored 2 goals on Thursday.
I think what people. Yeah, I think a lot of people were saying, in particular against the last Premier League game, that the output that we were potentially getting from Benrahma wasn't the same. But I think people were misjudging his output and forgetting everything else that he was doing for the team. But we do, this is a strong West Ham lineup that we're putting out against Liverpool. Do you seriously think Liverpool are even remotely worried about West Ham today?
I think they are a bit. I think I did see some of Klopp's press conference, and he was actually very complimentary of both David Moyes and West Ham. He said West Ham look like a complete unit these days. They do everything. So, but there's a difference between respecting your opposition and then giving too much respect, and that's been Moyes' downfall in the last couple of years against Liverpool. That we have seen him literally just try and park the bus and hit very limited on the counter-attack. There's a difference between the low block where we sit and counter in 3s and 4s and 5s and the games we've had against them recently where we've literally sat back, left Antonio almost entirely up front on his own and then tried like one-man counters. So I think Moyes will be respectful. I think he'll know what we can do. But I don't think it's going to affect Klopp or his tactics in any way at all. Klopp has always had one way of playing. Even when he first came to Liverpool and he had, we say, lesser players. He had like Lovren and Karius rather than Van Dijk and Alisson. And they were just making mistakes left, right, and centre because they couldn't play to the ability that he wanted. But he's always stuck to it. So I don't think he'll change his tactics today based on what the team is.
But that's the thing, though. Like you've brought up there about the last time we faced Liverpool. I mean, let me just have a quick look here. I'll bring it up. Let's take a look and see what happened the last time West Ham took on Liverpool in the last Premier League game, which was at the London Stadium last time out. It's nearly 11 months ago, mate. I mean, that's ridiculous. But last time out, I mean, I remember watching the game with you guys, and before we went into it, we were coming off a really good run, and we thought to ourselves, like, you know what, go toe to toe with Liverpool, and we've got a chance. And I think what we witnessed was a team of maybe fearful of what Liverpool were trying to do, and maybe tactically trying to out tactile them by sitting back and inviting them on. But that's what they want. That's all that Liverpool thrive upon, that, because they're at 100 miles per hour going forward. So what is Moyes going to do, Matt, that's different from last time out?
Keep that low block more. Don't commit so many bodies forward. You know, we've seen it work even against like Man City in the cup game. We kept that low block and gave no space in behind for the wingers and the false nine to run into, and that's what we're going to need to do. Like, we can't afford to give the space in behind. You know, I don't know if anyone's got time to go on, but you know, frigging all the betting sites do the requested bet where you get random odds. I'd love to see the odds of Liverpool to score from a West Ham corner, because the amount of games in a row, I'm sure they've done that, where we've had a corner and like within 5 to 6 seconds they put the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. You can literally just try to sit deep, but this is where Moyes gets it wrong, because sitting deep isn't parking the bus for 90 minutes. It's just, and we have evolved it over the last year or so, you know, between parking the bus and spraying on the counter from sitting deep. So that's where it's going to come down to. Interestingly, though, I know you just brought that up. I'm sure I read somewhere the other day that is the last time that we lost by more than one goal in a game. Was that Liverpool game?
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good stat or a good stat. Is that true?
Apparently, yeah.
True? Right,
the last time we lost by more than a single goal.
See if I can get something up there for anyone that is watching, to if that stat is a true stat. Not that we don't believe you, mate. Not that we don't believe you, but it'll be interesting to see. Get your comments in and let us know your thoughts. We've got guests coming on very soon. If you are watching, get your predictions in as we speak to you just now. So I've got some stats for you, right? Some read okay, some don't read so okay. So bear with me when I do read these stats out. So since doing the league double over Liverpool in 2015 and 16 season, West Ham are winless in our last 10 Premier League games against Liverpool, drawing 2 and losing 8. Liverpool have won 4 of the last 5 away league games against West Ham, drawing 1, and are looking to win 3 in a row at West Ham for the first time since doing so since 2003 and 2007. Only the reigning Premier League champions Manchester City and reigning European champions Chelsea have earned more Premier League points in 2021 than West Ham. This is already the most points West Ham have won in a single calendar year in the competition. So, I mean, we need to take that for the way it is, Matt. You know, we're in form, we're looking good. It's exciting times as a West Ham fan. Liverpool have scored 19 goals in their first 5 away Premier League games this season, with only 2 sides in the history of the top flight ever scoring more at this stage. Manchester United in the 1907-08 season and Manchester City in the 2011 and 12 season. Since a run of 6 defeats in 7 Premier League games in February and March, Liverpool are unbeaten in the last 20 league games, winning 14, drawing 6, scoring at least once in all of the 20 games. And Liverpool have scored at least 3 goals in each of the last 6 away league games, netting 22 league goals in total. West Ham have made the fewest changes to the starting 11 in the Premier League games this season. That's 4. Well, no side has used fewer different players than West Ham, 18. Despite this, only Chelsea, Man City have had more different goal scorers than David Moyes' team this season. couple of more stats that lean to the favour of Liverpool, but we can change these stats today, mate. Mohamed Salah has scored 9 goals in 8 Premier League appearances against West Ham, and he could become the 7th player to score 10 plus goals against West Ham in the competition. He scored each of Liverpool's first 5 away Premier League in games this season. But Antonio has directly been involved in 17 goals in his last 22 Premier League games at the London Stadium for West Ham. 11 goals, 6 assists. He's also the top scorer, 19, and assister, 12 at the London Stadium. There you go, mate. There's some interesting stats. They don't always read that well, though, to be fair, do they?
No, it's as I said. Look, as I said, Liverpool and Man City probably are at the moment definitely like above the rest of everyone else. Liverpool on form are very hard to deal with. I mean, those scoring stats, and it's 20 unbeaten, but they can be got at. You know, I think they played away at Brighton last week and went 2-0 up, but ended drawing 2-2.
Yeah.
You know, Brighton had a bit of luck. They had a couple of Liverpool goals disallowed. And you're going to need that. You're going to need a bit of luck. Or maybe someone to be off form. But at the moment, it seems that everyone for Liverpool seems to be on form. So, you know what? All we can do is go out and play our game.
Exactly. And think about that, and you've kind of got to eradicate the past and eradicate what's gone on before, because this is a whole new West Ham. We're building a whole new system, and yeah, I think Moyes needs to go at it as well. And it's interesting because I think West Ham should commit playing like pushing Liverpool back into their own end. And we had Craig from Anfield Agenda on last night, and he said if you really want to beat Liverpool, you stop the wing backs. You stop the wing backs getting the service through. He said by stopping them means you put pressure on them, keeping them as far back into their defence as you possibly can. And that might mean that Jared Bowen and Pablo Fornals are going to be working their backsides off today with the men behind them, Aaron Creswell and Ben Johnson, who I think are more than capable in a game like today, to be honest. But of course, we're going to have this big midfield battle. But before we do, if anyone is just tuning in, let's take a look at our starting 11 again. Mate, I want to bring up a player for you to talk about, Matt, and that is Said Benrahma. How important do you think he'll be today?
If he can get the space, if he's confident enough, he'll be a very difficult player for them to deal with. I'm imagining he's going to play, because you've just said about the fullbacks, I'm imagining he is going to play number 10. So a lot of the creative input is going to be left on him. You know, can he find the space between the defenders and midfielders? Can he link up the play? Can he play the right pass or the right shot at the right time? He's something maybe people have been a bit critical of him in recent games. You know, he's been a bit, I say, wishy-washy. Like, he's not been as clinical as he should be. He's not been on form as much. But then, like we saw the other night, he scored 2 goals. So hopefully that brings his confidence back. He's on his day. He's a hard player to mark. He's skillful. He likes to take people on, and he can play the pass on the ball. But it's going to fall a lot on him, because Bowen and Fornals are really probably, like you said, spend a lot of time almost hugging the touch lines, trying to mark out their fullbacks. You know, doubling up with Johnson and Creswell. So if we're going to think something out of the game, you've got to feel that it's going to go through him. And if he doesn't step up, Lanzini is in form. So, you know, you could see Lanzini in the second half if he hasn't performed. I don't want to put too much on him, but like, if he's going to have to play well if we're going to get something out of this game.
I think that's the thing, though, about these two players that you're talking about, Benrahma and Lanzini. I think that there is an option there to potentially share this role. Now, I'm not doing Benrahma an injustice here, but I think that the outset, if we're getting 70 minutes in and we're looking for another creative outlet, then I see no harm in bringing something like someone like Benrahma off. If he's not getting the creative outlet, if he's doing everything else, that's great. But if you bring on someone else that can potentially penetrate, then I think Lanzini, who works really well in and around players like that, you can get something out of it. And I think it's definitely something we've got in our locker, especially if the fact that Lanzini also likes to creep up with the odd unpredictable out of the textbook fantastic, wonderful goal that he sometimes randomly scores every now and then in these big games. So, it's maybe the writings on the wall. Jared Bowen's been linked to Liverpool for such a while, but he's not going anywhere, mate. How important is he to us?
No, I mean we can't afford. We probably couldn't afford to lose him, to be honest. Not in the nicest way possible. We probably can't. I can see why very much that he's linked to Liverpool for the style of player that he is. He's a very good attacking winger, and he's very hard-working, and it's qualities that Klopp likes from his wide men. That being said, that he's got to be, again, he's not been selected, but he must be on the cusp of being selected for an England squad.
Yeah.
Given the form of some of the players that Southgate's picked that don't deserve to be in there in the slightest, but for his own progression, I can't, could I see a big team trying to buy him? Absolutely. But I don't know if I could see him going to, should we say, a Liverpool where he's not going to get the game time. It reminds it like that sort of transfer will remind me of like when Shaqiri went, and he rarely featured. It was only like when they were absolutely desperate or everyone was injured that Shaqiri ever got a run out. So I look at it and I think that'd be the same. Jota started every game for Wolves. Again, he's like first rotation backup option. He doesn't even start in the game. Yes, he's starting today, but you've said that's because Firmino's injured. I think he'd be too good to be a bench player.
Yeah. Let me bring up something that Jared Bowen's been talking. He's been talking in the week about West Ham in particular. So he says here, this place right now is just the best place to be. Everyone's smiling. It feels like a proper family club. Everyone's together. As players, we love it. We've always got our mates' backs. The spirit is so high. What do you take from that?
It's a mentality that Moyes has instilled and we needed. But also, it's easy to everyone go in and have a smile on their faces on stuff.
Yeah.
When we're playing well, it's the flip side that's harder. Players have said previously, not just West Ham players in general, that when you're down the bottom and you're losing, you're conceding every game, you dread going to work. You don't enjoy it. But yeah, he is going to enjoy it at the moment because we're in, this is probably, I think we said this before, it's definitely the best West Ham team I remember.
Yeah.
I was not there for the 80s, the 86, that sort of era, so I didn't see that team. It's the best team I've seen, so he would be enjoying it. But I think a lot of credit has to go to Moyes and the backroom staff because even we've had good teams before, we haven't had the harmony in the squad that it is now. And a lot of that is down to the sort of players that Moyes has brought and the mentality he's instilled. You look, for instance, like an Arnautovic, would he unsettle the squad again? You look at Payet, he wanted to go. And Moyes isn't just buying players now, he's buying players that are going to play the system and join in, bring in, breathe in the mentality that Moyes wants. And if you're not doing it, you don't seem to be there. And we've seen it with other players that have come and gone already, like an Anderson. Anderson didn't adopt the Moyes mantra and he went.
Yeah.
So it's good to see players enjoying it because if they weren't enjoying it, you'd be a bit worried and upset that the momentum would just die.
Let me bring up some more stats from Jared Bowen this season. He is ranked number 1 in the Premier League for 39 shot creating actions. He's ranked number 1 in the league for 12 shots on target. he is ranked number 1 in the league, 1.24 shots on target per 90 minutes. That is 154 pressures against the opposition. He's second. 11 fouls, 1. He is also second. I've brought the other stats up there. 2 goals and 2 assists to add to the record. I think there's something else I've got on him as well. He's had 10 successful dribbles. He's third in the league for 10 successful dribbles and 12 tackles won. Again, making him third in the Premier League. I mean, we've got ourselves a player here, haven't we? And he's and surprisingly so not supposed to be knocking on England's door.
He should be, for what he does as a winger. Because like we've said it even this season, that he has this ability when he's stuck out on the wing, he might have 3 guys around him, but he will find a way past them to keep the ball up. He's even now adapted himself that he can play up front when needed. Like we saw it the other night. He offers a different problem to defenders that like Antonio does.
Yeah.
But you'll always get the work rate, and he's got the finishing and creative ability as well. He scored goals in the Championship when we bought him. We knew that he had that. It was just a case of could he step up, but we weren't the only team interested in him when we bought him.
Yeah.
Other teams wanted him, and he's proven that he was definitely worth, people question us when we brought him in, we spent 24 million on a guy in the Championship, but he's definitely proven that he's worth the money.
Yep.
Not even just the English tax that's on it now as well, but, he's got the ability and he's starting to back it up. I mean, he, along with Fornals and Ben Rama, they all seem to be questioned on if they make the decisions at the right times, if they get the goals and assists. But you can see between them, it'd be interesting to see the goals and assists between the 3 of them.
Yep.
Because people have questioned them, but it always seems to be that one of the guys will step up to get the goals, and when one's not performing, the rest of them do. But Bowen he's probably pushed himself into that position now where he's one of the first names on the team sheet.
Yeah.
And if he's available, Moyes will pick him every time.
You can say that again. Get your comments in and let us know. Get your comments in and let us know your thoughts on Bowen and Fornals. We're going to come on to the midfield duo in a second. Let's jump into the chat though. There's so many comments in here. And I'm going to have to leave you in about 5 minutes, mate, for 15, 20 minutes before I go and get set up. So let me just jump up here and see where we're at. God, there's so many comments. It's good. It's good though. Love it. Keep the comments coming in. Robert Singleton is saying unchanged for the 4th game. There you go. Consistency is key.
Well, I think we've said, haven't we, in the previews that it's sort of becoming easier to predict the Premier League team.
Yeah.
Moyes does seem to have now settled on, if they're available, these are the guys that I want.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the league, the cup teams are not sure about. It's the cup team where you can never pick who Moyes is going to play or rest. But
no,
I think at the moment, I said barring, you could say Johnson, but at the moment I think Johnson's earned the right to lose his place.
Yeah.
And that's what you need. You need competition for places. You don't just want, I think Sufar said that himself, you don't just want comfortable, you want competition. So competition's good. It means people looking over their shoulders know they've got to perform. But at the moment, he's got a settled team. And we've always said Moyes doesn't change really a winning team unless he has to. So
yeah. Yep, absolutely.
Fully expected.
Beanie's in the house. Afternoon all. Thank you for joining us. Marlon Daly. I'm saying 3-3 draw. Nobody will agree, but I don't care. Fishfield is saying Stato 2-2, which is a Desmond equals a 3-0 home win. Has Stato gone Desmond? Do you have any of your predictions, mate?
I think it will be a draw. I'm not sure if it's a 2-2, but I think it'll be a draw.
All right, okay. Well, a high-scoring draw or a low-scoring draw?
I think a low-scoring draw. I know I just sat there bigging up Liverpool, but I think...
Well, just for anyone's reference before you do that, West Ham have played 10 games, won 6, drew 2, lost 2. We've scored 20 goals and we've conceded 11. Liverpool stats for this season have played 10, won 6, drew 4, lost none, scored 29, conceded 8 with 6 clean sheets. So come on then, 1 each. Is that what you're going for?
Yeah. I think it'd be like a 1 each. I'm going for a 1 each. Yeah.
Right, cool. Anil is saying 2-2, big effort, scrape a draw in the end. Let me bring in our first guest, a regular on the channel. He's not been on for a while. He's been a naughty boy. Young Jake from West Ham Unofficial. How you doing, mate? You okay?
You're not too bad, Anton. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Head across to West Ham Unofficial when you get a chance. Hit that subscribe button. Help Jakey boy out. Keep pushing on to. He's on the road to 2K subscribers. He's getting there slowly but surely, but it's happening. That's what's happening.
It is.
So,
70.
Jake, yeah. How many more?
70.
70. Oh, you'll get that soon enough. So if you haven't already, go check out this young lad's channel, West Ham Unofficial. He'll get a link, I think, if you can, and throw it into the comments. Jake, you've seen the lineups. How you feeling?
Yeah, I have. And to be fair, a couple of people have expected us to change things up a bit slightly with the likes of Crow into midfield. But yeah, I think it is what we all expect. To be honest, it's our best lineup. Sufal couldn't come back in. You just couldn't drop Johnson at the moment. And yeah, I think it's hugely what we expect. It's our strongest side, and yeah. In terms of Liverpool, I mean their midfield doesn't scare me massively. Oxlade-Chamberlain and Henderson in there. Fabinho's another matter, but that doesn't really scare me massively. Matip, I think Antonio can get at Matip there. Mane, Salah, Jota, you know what you're going to get, I'm afraid.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. We are going to go through some of the comments, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you onto a topic because I think it's a good topic to discuss. And I'm going to nip because I need to take my computer and everything round to my mum and dad's house and get it set up there. It won't take me long. I don't live far away from them. So Jack is in the house. He's coming on very shortly. Jota through the middle played so well, but with them three up top, it will interchange and swap over through the game. Neil T's in the house saying that we are massive. NWO saying we are fucking massive. NWO saying Benny won't have the same space or time on the ball today. Park the bus, concede on 76 minutes, too late to change things. Yeah, I think parking the bus is not an option for West Ham, to be honest. I really don't. I think that's what we did against them the last time out, didn't we, Jake? And look what that happened.
But yeah, exactly. Parking the bus isn't going to work, and we saw it last season. When he gave these teams too much respect, we've just got to go with it. This game's got goals written all over it. As long as we go out and do what we've done all season, as Matt's pouring himself a lovely Diet Coke, I hope.
Honestly, I think Matt's microphone is like literally sits on his table because you can hear everything. It's like this.
No, it's not. It's nowhere near. Nowhere near, mate.
Is it a pint or Coke?
There's alcohol in it, but there's Coke in it as well.
Naughty. Who can beat anyone? We can beat anyone on our day, and I feel that this is the day. 4-0 Liverpool, even joking. Not even joking. Oh, come on, Fused. We'll be clinical. West Ham will be, mate. I'm laughing. Oh, God, he's in there. We've got a Liverpool v West Ham battle. Marcus, we've been dealing with other teams attacking players really well of late, but with Liverpool, they are so quick on the counter. So let's hope we get caught like we have in the past. Howard Ailes is saying 2-1 West Ham. Benny Rice with salad scoring a consolation. Alfie's saying 1-1. NWO says, I think Liverpool are the only team that could turn up and just play us off the pitch. Jill Jane is saying 2-1 West Ham. JP saying a Desmond, 2 each. Neil T said I predicted a 1-0 drop, but now I'm going for 3-1 West Ham. Go on, Neil T's done. Go on. NWO saying we can't just sit deep again like last season. Afternoon ladies from Luke. GP, I hope we can't wipe that smug look off Klopp's face. Arnautovic just scored for Bologna. I think that was about 10 minutes ago or so. We fade to grey. Look, legend. Matt, let us know who did that to your hair, mate. We'll get them for you. Oi, oi. Come on, you irons from Long Dark Tunnel. Sahil Aziz. They should be together to give that magic play. Don't know what you're talking about. Mike, good to see you, mate. Afternoon, lads. Matto, where's your hair, mate?
Oh, it's gone. Zipped it off.
Our resident Genk fan, who we've now converted into becoming a West Ham fan. Love it, Mikey boy. Good to see you. Should be a bell to this. Hope we can squeak a win. Hammer Molder, Matt looks like a 70s skinhead. Laugh out loud. Listen, a 70s skinhead was someone you didn't want to mess with. GP, stop picking on Matty, or I'll slap you lot with a fish. Better than Anton's Harry Potter glasses.
No,
Don't worry, mate. I've got a bad boys. Could do with another cod in the fridge, though. Mishley, evening all. Thank you for joining us. The only way to get something in front of players should not be selfish, 100%. James Brown says, come on, the Hammers. I'm a Rangers fan, but always loved West Ham from the Tevez days. Thank you for joining us, James. Have you subscribed? If you haven't, go and check us out. Subscribe. Go and check out Young Jakey Boy, West Ham Official, and do that. Ignore them, Matty. They're all bald, middle-aged sods who wear wigs. There you go. Nice haircut. There you go. Nice haircut. Howard Ailes, Bowen and Creswell not making the national squad is a travesty. But it's a travesty, but it could be all right that they've not, because it means that we've got them fit for the club, and they're all safe.
Busy December schedule's coming up.
Oh,
yeah.
No.
Save your legs.
Jack Mack, Southgate hasn't got a clue. Even if Bowen is banging 20 goals a season, would overlook him like he done with Trent. GP, we'll just leave that comment. Garth is a two-time loser, clueless clown. Hammer Mulder, Jack Hawkins, for those of us old enough to remember. Don't even know what you're all talking about. Bowen, what a player he is. Mike is saying, love the lineup, not setting up for a point. Peach of a left foot. Are you talking about Bowen maybe? Sahil is saying, I repeat, 3-2. Narky is saying 1-0. NWO says, baby Jake. He ain't no baby, mate. He ain't no baby. Yeah, I think 1-0 as well. Howard Ailes is saying 2-1 West Ham. Benny and Rice screamer from 30 yards to win with 10 minutes to go. Mike, 2-1 win today, heading out now. Thank you for joining us, mate. Stay safe. There's Jake's West Ham Officials channel. Get on there, get the link in. Hornswazzler, hope we do as well against their first team as our under-23s. Just did, absolutely. Is it true that when you lot are put internally, Jake gets the channel?
That's quite a day, guys.
So check.
About 2 minutes ago,
He's making us sound like proper oldies here.
It's only Sel's going to retirement home soon.
It will literally leave me and Anton left.
Yeah, exactly. Suchek is going to want to make up for his mishap at Genk. Absolutely. Just subscribe to Jake's channel. Good on you, Richard. Not that you know him or anything. Let's see this here. Look, legend. I'm getting told off in the chat about your microphone, and Matt. So, yeah, just we're going to hook you up with a microphone. Apparently, that's what the lads are saying. So,
we're going to hook you up with a decent one.
I need to get a decent one, to be fair. Gary Gardner, 4-3 West Ham. Fresh Fielder, you're all talking to each other. The Hazare, you all right, lads? Good to see you. God, there's so many comments. I'm just having to skip. CR7, West Ham 3-1 win. Now, listen, we have a guest. He's a regular on our channel. I don't know how many years we've actually got to communicate with you, Jack, but it's a pleasure bringing you back onto the channel. Hope you're well. How are you?
Not too bad, lads. Thank you for having me on yet again, mate. And yeah, what an exciting game we've got. Obviously, watched the pre-match build-up with Craig as well. Top lads. I don't know him that well, but he's doing amazing with his channel and that. So, yeah cheers, lads, for having me on.
Yeah, listen, we would never do a Liverpool show without having you on, mate. I mean, you've been around for many years. Go and check out Jack's channel, of course, Jack Mack, LFC. Great content. I was on it the other day. I think, Jake, you've been working a bit with Jack as well over the last couple of days. So it's a great community and it's good like that. So, Jack, you've seen the team lineup. You've seen both the team lineups. I'm going to leave Stato Matt, and Jake to talk to you for 10, because what I'm doing is I'm actually lifting my computer up and leaving this house and going to another house. It'll take me 5 minutes to get there.
Yeah, no.
I'll get myself
Anton's rich, Jack. Anton's rich. He's got about 3 different houses all over.
If only, mate. If only then I wouldn't need to do this with the kids' playroom. I wouldn't take over the kids' playroom. So I'll be back in a minute, but I'll let you all talk about the teams anyway. So enjoy.
Fire away then, Jack.
Yeah, I think I was thinking about Thiago. Obviously, the midfield three. We spoke, didn't we, last night, Jake? About the line-up, very strong, unchanged from West Ham. And it's in a rare case of, I know the lads were mentioning today on the build-up show that it was Liverpool's forward line will be very much interchanging, really, in terms of Salah. He will be dipping in between, in and out, but I've been listening to some cracking stats from both sides, mate. But yeah, the best one from you is got to be that obviously that since the turn of the year, you are like 3rd or 4th in terms of points total in the league. So that's absolutely fantastic.
It's all Matt.
We are in like our best run of form, but like I said, it's just you look at our run of form, but then you look at your run form, and it's like undefeated in 20. It was like, was it 16 wins and 4 draws or something?
Yeah, we play a lot better away in relation. Obviously, last season we had everyone, even Everton, come to Anfield, but it was a weird year for everyone in relation to obviously COVID. But the crowds, it'd be interesting to see if the crowd will play a big factor this year. Obviously, last year you can't really gauge from the results over the last couple of years, but will the crowd have a big impact? I think. In recent years, I think the crowd has very much seeped on to this West Ham side, even when it's not going as well. I think the crowd haven't really helped themselves. But fingers crossed, if you do get a goal, that the crowd will be absolutely backing you.
I'll leave that with you, Jake. Go
on. With it, I'll ask you a question, Jack. We talked a lot last night about the fears that we've got, of course, with the likes of Mo Salah and these players. You've got in the midfield. We talked about him last night. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. He blows very hot and cold. Are you confident seeing him in the midfield?
It's about consistent levels of performance, as we spoke last night, mate. And obviously, from an outside point of view, he's been very disappointing. I think that's coincided with his injuries and obviously not being the first name on the team sheet in relation to the midfield. Harvey Elliott at the beginning of the year, pre him getting injured, an 18-year-old was getting selected ahead of used to be an established England international in Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. The best, fingers crossed, this is touch wood, but we've had a lot of false dawns with Ox. If he can stay fit, today could be a massive game like it was against Atletico Madrid. The Brighton second half was deeply disappointing from not just Ox, but in relation to Liverpool's midfield, very much sat off Brighton, allowed them to play, and that's very much something that we cannot do. Can we use that extra man in midfield today, obviously playing with Souček and Declan Rice in the middle? It's going to come down to obviously Ben Rahman and Bowen in relation to them tucking back and obviously filling in the spaces, trying to stop those key passes into the likes of obviously Jota, Salah and Mane. Fabinho, as good as he is defensively, I think a lot of stuff does get missing. His vision is very good in relation to finding the balls over the top or back of the defences, obviously because a lot of teams will be preoccupied in recent weeks, and they have been in closing Salah and the likes of Mane down, and then they've just allowed obviously the midfield players, obviously Henderson getting a goal against Brighton as well. So fingers crossed we can get a couple of goals from midfield, but it's not going to be as easy as we have seen in recent weeks. And obviously scoring away from home, I think we've scored 3 goals away from home for quite a lot of times this season, but we've leaked a lot of goals in relation to the away fixtures as well.
Would you prefer to see? I mean, you've got quite a relatively old midfield in there with the likes of Henderson and Oxlade-Chamberlain. Would you have preferred to see Curtis Jones in there as a young player coming through, or would you or do you think he's not quite good enough to be playing in the first team regularly yet?
It's different. Obviously, Curtis, if he had a run of games, I think Ox is a bit more match fit in relation to team selection. But right. Curtis, like we've seen, obviously when we come to West Ham, he had a massive impact last year in relation to him driving forward. He gives that creative output. Curtis, he's like 6 foot tall, but he's so good technically for a player. I think his attitude and sometimes he's still 20 odd years old. That will come. People still criticise Trent, and Trent's only 22 years old as well. Same with Declan and young players. They need time to really develop and establish themselves in the Premier League. But yeah, Curtis, if he is called upon, I'm fully confident if he did come off the bench. If it isn't working, if we come to 0-0, or if Liverpool are getting beat at half-time, I think you're spot on there, mate. Curtis would be that player to come off the bench. Whether that, obviously, depending on how the game is flowing, you can bring Thiago on really to settle down the tempo and very much control, like we've seen when he was at Bayern Munich. He'd done that so well, and obviously the Spanish national team.
Yeah, Matt, do you want to say anything?
Yeah, I mean, me and Matt were going through the lineups earlier, and I said I was quite surprised that I thought, I don't want to pronounce his name wrong, but Konate, I thought possibly he would have started. You brought him in the summer, and he's looked, from what I've seen of him, he looked pretty decent. But you've gone with Matip instead.
Yeah.
Why do you think Well, I think Klopp's gone back to Matip.
The experience and how good he's been playing, mate. I think outside of Liverpool, I think it's because he's not an 80 million pound slaphead. He didn't come with a big price tag. He come from Schalke for a free transfer. Not like City that we can spend 70, 80 million pounds on every single defender we sign. Yes, we got Van Dijk and Alisson for big fees, but he's come in and he has been Liverpool's best centre half this season. Better than Virgil van Dijk. Obviously, Virgil van Dijk's not really up to full peak fitness in relation to obviously him being injured this season and obviously last year. But Joel Matip, what he does so well, and it's when he steps out of the defence, steps into that midfield, and that's going to be interesting to see how your lads do cope. You've got to be switched on, and obviously Fabinho, he does that so well in relation. He can allow Virgil van Dijk with those diagonal balls, passes into the feet of Jota and really run off them. But yeah, Joel Matip deserves a lot more respect outside of Liverpool than he most definitely does. But we're not really too bothered. As long as he stays fit, I think he's very much, if he does continue to run and form, he will be one of the best centre-backs in the whole of Europe. And he very much has been in recent times anyway.
A couple of comments, Matt, that I just can't leave out. James says Anton is being evicted and heading back under the stairs. It wouldn't surprise me to I can't put them up on screen because I'm not actually on StreamYard, but there are some funny comments in there. But it is funny. But Jack, Salah v Antonio today. I mean, I think Antonio's got the issue that he can get very much isolated up front, where the likes of Fornals and Bowen and Benrahma are going to have to do more defending today. He can get isolated with Van Dijk, I think, up there. But if we do play our cards right, then it could be a very interesting battle between the two strikers today.
Yeah, most definitely, mate. And this is why the big games, big fixtures, top players, obviously the consistent levels in which West Ham have been shown over the last 12 months since Moyes has really put his stamp on this team fully. For both sides, it's important and integral come the end of the season. We've seen how close it has been in terms of the relation to the top four race. But most importantly for West Ham, you did miss out only by a couple of points. But if you can somehow, well, not somehow, because if you play well as you have been in recent weeks, it will be difficult for both sides. But it's a very intriguing tactical battle, not just from David Moyes' side, but Jürgen, how both sides do approach the game. I think Anson and the lads were mentioning before that Moyes himself in the press conference this week, he said we need a much more improved performance like we did last season, because even him and Norvies weren't really, you give too much respect to Liverpool, and a lot of sides have done that in recent times, but it's very difficult to go toe-to-toe with Liverpool in relation to man-to-man in terms of that. But like we've seen against Brighton, Brentford, and obviously other results last year and this season, if you do give it a go, it's simple football. If you get men in the box and you take your chances, it could be a decent game.
Yeah, definitely. One thing I want to ask you, Matt, is our bench today. Areola, Dawson, Diop, Soufal, Masuaku, Fredericks, Crown, Noble and Lanzini. We know Yarmolenko and Vlasic are out injured, but we've got Lanzini. And possibly one player I do want to mention and ask you about, Matt, is Ryan Fredericks today. He could be, after 70 minutes, if we're still in the game, 1-0 down. I know a lot of people don't like him, but I like him. He offers pace. And I think, if things aren't going quite to plan, I would be tempted to just chuck Ryan Fredericks out just for that pace element. What about you, Matt?
Well, I think to Anne, I said we've only really got 3 attacking options and 2 of them are defenders.
Yeah.
We've got 4 attacking options, 3 of them are defenders. We've got Lanzini, who's pretty much a like for Benrahma. He's not as mobile, but I think he's more technical than Benrahma.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got Masuaku, Fredericks and Soufal, who have all been deployed as attacking wide players. We've seen Fredericks do it. He done it last season against Aston Villa, which actually was more of a defensive tactic against Grealish, but he got further forward. Masuaku's been deployed more since Moyes come in. He's basically that Masuaku's not a defender, he's a left winger. He's got pace. So we do have some pace off the bench, but it's not the same as like another Bowen coming off the bench, is it? You're not going to get the same impact. They are still essentially defenders with pace that can put balls across the box. They are options if it comes down to it. and Moyes just wants more pace. But in terms of attacking creativity, or there's no centre forward option on the bench. A centre forward option off the bench is take Antonio off and move Bowen up front, and like you said, Jake, probably put Soufal or Fredericks on that right hand side just to try and get Robertson running in the other direction. We're a bit light on our feet today, should we say, without Vlasic and Yarmolenko.
Exactly. But then the difference could be, Jack, I'm just trying to go for all of Liverpool's lots of media stuff today. Your attacking options that you've got there is Origi. Your bench is you've got it there.
Minamino as well, yeah.
Kelleher, you got Canate, Thiago, Minamino, to kiss mass, however you say that. Origi, Phillips, Williams, Morton. At least you've got Origi there to come on, and has he been impacting the game and coming on as a super sub, or is he just there to make the numbers up in Premier League?
I think there will come a time, obviously AFCON, if that does go ahead, Liverpool will be quite bare in relation to attacking players. So its time will come, as we spoke about last night, Jay. If we do play Barca every week, it'd be Psalms. It'd be getting a couple of goals every single weekend, but sadly you can't. And especially, it'd get about 10 goals, how bad Barca are playing at the minute. But yeah, there will come a time, especially if it is today, he's got the ability to come off the bench, depending on how the game is, ebbing and flowing, really. But even Taki Minamino, he's had a couple of opportunities in the Cup as well. Him and Divock have been very much getting the Capital One Cup games, and he played very, very well. But it will be interesting. I think the midfield, especially if it isn't going the way that we want, I think it will spear a rejig in relation to the midfield, where, as we mentioned, Thiago coming on as well. Tyler Morton, he's only a young player, but he's still got a lot of quality. Very much one of the key names to come out of the academy in recent years, so keep an eye on him. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting game, and it's the most important thing when you do see squads within the Premier League. We're not like Man City, like their second team could win the league. And even Chelsea with the squad depth that they've got. It's not as strong as most Liverpool fans would like, but we will get there eventually. In a couple of windows, I think we will improve the squad depth.
Matt?
Look, I was going to say, Liverpool have got a lot more options on the bench than we have. I'd take Origi any day, as an option on the bench. Minamino actually looked quite decent when he was on loan at Southampton last season, so I'm sure he's just still progressing and getting the time. I suppose if you talk about Origi, it gives him a different option. He's more of an out and out centre forward. So if they were looking to try and chase something in the second half, if it wasn't going their way, they can bring him on, maybe change shape, change players. Minamino could come on again. He's one that can play in the front line.
Yeah.
You got Thiago that can come on if Oxlade-Chamberlain's not working out. The only one I was surprised I haven't seen, I don't know if there's a reason for it, is Milner. Is he banned or something?
He's just injured at the minute, mate. He's our utility man. It's crazy. He's like 30.
He's still going.
He's still going.
Games he's played.
It's crazy, but he's still got that quality. I tell you, when he retires eventually, whatever year.
He's 102 and he finally sacks it up. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just one of those classic Premier League players. Obviously, since he broke through with Leeds all those years ago, the ripe age of 60, it's crazy how he's continued to develop. But yeah, he's a big miss, especially obviously when we have seen Robbo in the past be out injured. Milner has taken Trent's been injured this season, so he has been playing right back, left back. And even in the heart of that midfield as well, he's a massive important key to any future success this season.
A question for you, Matt, a comment that Luke's put in there, if you could whack it up on the screen. He says, sorry, but there must be a young forward at the club, even on the bench for experience. Bonkers. Would it hurt to put Dan Chesters or whoever we've got on the bench? Because one thing I do know, David Moyes was in attendance at West Ham's under-23 game. I think it was yesterday or the day before. So he's obviously looking and trying to find some players to put in to the subs bench and monitor. Do you see the point, Matt, in just not and just not having, even just a young striker on the bench.
He has tried it with a couple of players, hasn't he? He tried it with Olivier, and then he didn't work out, and he got released on a free to go to Bolton. He tried it with Odebiku, and he again didn't work out, and he's now like warming the bench at Huddersfield. You could have maybe said something like Oko Flex, maybe someone not scoring goals, but I'm trying to get the team up. I mean, yeah, maybe Oko Flex or Terry Nevers could have maybe filled the bench up, but maybe Moyes just wants them to progress. We've seen with the two that he's tried before that bringing him into the first team, leaving him on the bench, and not getting any game time didn't help their development. So much so that Odifion's left. And like I said, Mipu's not doing anything down at Huddersfield. So maybe Moyes just thinks, you know what, I'm not sure if they're quite there, and they're probably better off getting the game time beyond the 23s. I mean, I would personally agree. I think you'd at least just chuck them on the bench, even if they don't get used. They're just an option. But I'm not a manager. I'd sit here behind a camera on YouTube.
That is quite surprising, though, given how illustrious West Ham's academy has been in recent times, and the fact he's spot on there, lads. I'm surprised. There should be at least one academy young lad in there, even if it's a winger or like an attacking player. Really, it's quite disappointing. Even when we've seen Trent come through the ranks, obviously Curtis Jones as well, Nico Williams. It's there's nothing better than seeing a young lad come through the academy and obviously establish himself at especially in the Premier League as well.
Well, I mean, we got Ben Johnson on the starting lineup, who's come in when Soufal was injured. But it's more just the fact that we don't from your team, at least you have a centre forward on the bench, and then you've got a couple of midfielders that are attacking players that can make a difference. We've essentially, looking at our squad, got one attacking option. Technically, it's Lanzini. He's not a centre forward. So you'd have thought we just, I think we got 5 defenders on the bench. Then we got 3 fullbacks and 2 centre backs. So
Matt, you need to remain positive, mate. Be a bit more positive.
No, I'm just saying. I would have liked to have seen. I don't know who would have dropped. That's just up to Moyes. But I would have liked to see one of the kids on the bench just to fill an attacking role. That, you know what, whether we were winning or losing, with 5 minutes to go, just give them a run out.
Exactly.
Because the 2 guys we mentioned, Nevers and Oko Flex, we brought in the summer from other. Oko Flex we got from Celtic, and Nevers, I want to say Arsenal. I'm not sure, but they've both scored lots of goals in the 23s this season. So you'd have thought with no Vlasic or Yarmolenko on the bench, one of them would have gotten an option. But so Dave Moyes is his own man, and he's earned the right to do whatever he wants.
Anton, I'm going to head.
Cool. Thank you very much, Jakey boy. Jack, thank
Cheers,
you again
Jack.
for coming and joining us. It's been an absolute
Good
pleasure.
luck.
And
Cheers, matey.
Couple minutes to kick off.
Good luck to you. Come after the game.
Yeah.
As always.
You'll get a message if you. I'll be like, yeah, go play, la. It's always good, guys. Good luck.
Right, take it easy, mate. Good to see you. Thank you very much. Cheers,
All
Jakey
right,
boy. I'll
cheers,
see you soon, mate. Have a good one.
Cheers, Jake. No, it was just a comment from Luke, who said that, sure, we could have had a kid on the bench as an attacking option rather than nothing. And I was just like, yeah, it's a good point.
Have you got your link set up?
I've just got thingy on. I've got Liverpool's lineup going across the screen right now.
Right, cool. I've got Creswell coming across the screen, so just let me know when you get Creswell.
I've just seen they've just put the formation up for Liverpool. If that makes sense. Yeah, I've got Creswell on the screen now.
That shows you that we're about 10 seconds or something. I'll be able to pause though.
Well, I've just got, since it's just me and you, I've just got my Now TV on, so no need to muck about with any
dodginess.
any
We don't do
dodginess
dodginess.
today. We don't condone it. We understand it. We don't condone it. Not everyone can afford £100 a month to pay for frigging everything. I'm assuming they're just about to bring the reefs out, I'm guessing.
The reefs are out. Trevor Brooken is speaking. Is he speaking? So Trev is having a word.
Oh, they've just done the handshake in the coin toss. Oh, yeah, I see him. On his little podium.
For anyone that just wants to know, they're doing a remembrance, of course, for Remembrance Sunday. That's it. That's the end of the Remembrance Sunday memorial. Players are just getting themselves ready to get focused. 2 seconds, mate. I'm going to go and grab the remote control from my dad before he does something that I don't want him doing.
At the moment, I don't know if they decided on ends, but it looks at the moment that West Ham will be tacking away in left to right in the first half. Liverpool defending in front of their away fans, tacking their away fans in the second half. And just getting, I think they're probably just getting the Reese off the pitch while they're doing cross. I'm now deaf. Moisey's on the screen.
Come on, you Irons! Come on!
I've got Moisey on the screen right now. He looked deep
Players,
in thought. Fornals is about to kick off.
Players are taking the knee.
So you're a little bit in front
And
of me.
kick off. We've kicked off. I'll click pause in 2 seconds.
When you see the time come up, yeah. We're taking the knee now. West Ham to kick off from left to right, attacking the way end in the first half.
Tell me when you've kicked off.
Fornals has kicked off.
Wow, there you go. So tell me when you're at 17.
Bonner plays it long for Antonio. Van Dijk header out for a West Ham throw in.
$17, mate, tell me.
Now. You might actually be a second behind me now, so you might want to speed it up a little bit.
What?
I know there was a bit of a... I know when I said now, and then you was like...
I'm on 36, 37, 38.
Oh, no, you're fine. Yeah, you're fine. Timing works out.
What are you on?
44, 45, 46. Yeah, we're good.
West Ham trying to play the ball through the back, but fortunately we just get to it and thought we nearly gave it away. Antonio wins the ball there from a Liverpool play the ball forward. Augie collects it and clears straight to Liverpool player Jordan Henderson. Speed through the middle. Liverpool on the attack down the left-hand side, come inside the 18-yard box out of the left. Crosses the ball through the middle. West Ham players there to clear the ball. Just to the edge of the box. Tommy Soucek clears again. Declan Rice collects it. Oh, Jared Bowen does win it back. Scrappy start to the game. Robertson forward, collects the ball, plays the ball through the middle to Manny. Nearly 2 minutes into the game, and it's
already. I don't know if you can notice that it's almost like the way we've lined up at the moment is like a 4-1-4-1. At the moment, Ben Rama's drifted out onto the. Ben Rama's on the left wing. Fornals actually tucked in alongside Souček, and Rice is almost playing like a deeper role behind him.
Ball gets crossed then, but it's easily dealt with by Creswell, who chests the ball back to Fabianski.
And don't know if that's going to be a sign of things to come, but West Ham look to have slightly changed their formation today, at least at the start of the game. Oh.
Manny's on the attack, plays overlap and run. Robertson, it finds the player at the edge of the box. Fornals collects it, drives the ball forwards, coming out, plays a long ball over the top. Great ball to Antonio, who's travelling down the left-hand side. Him and Van Dijk, skips by Van Dijk on the left, tries a cross, and it goes out for a West Ham corner. Good football from West Ham.
Good.
Come on, you Lions!
Van Dijk's not happy. Van Dijk is fuming right now.
No wonder, though, because Antonio totally destroyed him there.
Blitzed Matip. Sprints past him.
Great run from Ben Rama into the box. Antonio tried to find him, but it was dispossessed by Van Dijk for a West Ham corner. Come on, you Irons. Who is that? Is that Fornals?
Fornals with the corner. Liverpool, they've got everyone back in their own box here. With Salah
They
on the
have
edge of the
literally
box.
got everyone on the edge of the box, yeah. Good ball in for Fornals. Oh! Ah!
I don't know who's claiming that, but it's in the back of the net.
Go in from the corner.
I think Oggy said it's
I think
Fornals.
Fornals got it straight in.
I think Alisson's tried to punch. Corner's whipped in. Alisson got there, tried to punch it, missed the ball. They're going to go to VAR on this, I think. But it looks like Alisson jumped and missed the ball. It's on Antonio, right?
Fornals! There's no way VAR will rule that out. If they rule that out, that's a travesty.
Ogbonna jumps in front of Alisson. Alisson punches Ogbonna, misses the ball, and the ball goes in the back of the net. It's poor goalkeeping, I've got to be honest.
Total poor goalkeeper, yeah. Cannot rule that out. They've got the VAR.
They are now looking at it.
If they rule that out, I will go ballistic.
It is awful goalkeeping. Because he's just entirely... Like, I don't see what they're going to give the foul for. Ogbonna's in front of Alisson. Ogbonna doesn't know what's behind him. He's jumped.
Absolutely nothing. He's in front of the goalkeeper.
And Alisson's tried to punch through the back of Ogbonna. I don't see how they can try and disallow the goal. It's just awful goalkeeping. There's no impeding there. Like, he's tried to punch through Ogbonna. I can't... The fact they're still looking at it worries me, because if they weren't going to give it, they would have done it by now. But I don't see what you can penalise Ogbonna for. Now they're saying they're checking for possible handball.
Handball?
But it doesn't touch Ogbonna. That's what I don't understand how you can give handball.
What they say it's handball? Touch the keeper.
It's touched the keeper. It's touched the keeper on the wrist. And then goal given.
Yes! Yes!
How are you trying to give... This is why, right, a lot of the teams outside the quote-unquote Big Six still say that even with VAR, there is Big Six bias. Because they literally just tried everything under the sun to find a reason to disallow what is a shocking piece of goalkeeping. Ogbonna has jumped up in front of him, tried to win the header, missed the header.
So, sorry, let's just reiterate. Pablo Fornals scores from a corner.
Direct from the corner.
What a delivery. West Ham on the attack again. Go on, Benny, down the left-hand side. Bones making a good run. Oh, it's too late. Benny plays the ball back to Declan Rice. Go on, Zuma. Ben Johnson. Oh, what a good ball for Ben Johnson. Oh, cleared from Robertson. West Ham throw-in deep in Liverpool half. Declan Rice. Declan Rice. Oh, it's cleared again for another West Ham throw-in.
Yeah, I can't believe they went from the foul and then they went to handball. It was like, the only guy that touched it was Alisson. He's mispunched it, hit the inside of his wrist and gone in.
Oh, nice play there from Johnson.
On,
what
Johnson.
a ball! It was at the back post. Oh, Benny. Creswell collects it on the edge of the 18-yard box at left-hand side. Plays the ball back to Declan Rice. He's sitting quite deep. Plays it back to Oggy. Go on, Oggs. Declan Rice deep again. Skips by Salah. Sprays the ball across the field. Finds Bowen. Gets dispossessed by the Liverpool player. Manny plays the ball over the top to Manny. Manny at the edge of the box. He's still got it. Creswell's put him out far to the left, right-hand side. Oh, what a tackle. Good on you, Creswell. He's gone through the player as well. They're going to kick it out.
For now, is now putting this out of play. Is it 14? Is that Henderson?
I think they've given that goal as an own goal for the keeper.
I don't think they count. I think if it's on target, it still counts because he's tried to save it. I'll be honest, he's probably lucky not to get a booking for that. It weren't the best. VAR
They're doing a check. They're checking that for a red card.
I mean, he gets the ball.
His ball hits the ball and trips up from the ball. It trips up from the ball, so there's no way you can send a player off for that.
He gets the ball, and then the follow through. The follow through does catch Henderson. I said I think he's probably lucky not to get booked for it. I don't think it's a red because he did play the ball, and like I said, they both. Creswell's won it, then tripped over, and obviously he's gone through Henderson. So that's what they'll be looking at. I think it wasn't the best tackle. I'll be honest. As I say, I wouldn't have argued if he'd given a booking for it. To be fair, I think he might have slightly got away with one there, Creswell.
Fabianski clears the ball out all the way up top. Antonio beats Matip to the ball. Good tackle from Declan Rice. Oh, he's given a foul on it though. It's from Tommy Suchek, sorry.
Didn't really get the ball.
No, he didn't.
Zoom was trying to say he got fouled, but I think he'd already blown the foul up for the tackle before from Suchek. Jota had done well to spin him and get goal side of him, and Suchek was never really in a ball-winning position at that point. Liverpool have it on halfway line.
Yeah. It's good though, good pressing by West Ham. It's forcing Liverpool back again. They're trying to get forward, but they're playing it back. Oh, well done, West Ham. That was good. Fabianski brings the ball forward.
Oh,
you can see, I know we're only 10 minutes into the game, but already you can see that anytime Liverpool are getting the ball, there's a little element of panic there. I'm not going to lie. Well done, Antonio. Stood his ground.
That was unlucky.
Gets Liverpool defender. It's gone out for a West Ham throw-in the halfway line.
They've definitely been unsettled by how well we started the game, which isn't something I think we've done recently against Liverpool. Probably rocked a bit by the goal. Maybe they're feeling a bit unjust. Maybe they think, I don't know. I don't think there's anything wrong with the goal, I'll be honest. But
Well done, Declan Rice. A bit scrappy in the middle of the park.
it is.
Van Dijk's got the ball back the central defence for Liverpool. Out wide to Robertson. Van Dijk again. Driving forward, tries to chip over the top. Literally just kicks the ball out for a West Ham throw-in. West Ham throw-in. Really quite scrappy in the middle of the park, to be honest. No one's really getting a hold of the ball. Most of the plays being
probably suits us more than
down the wings.
Yeah.
But listen, from that goal that we scored, it's a great ball put over the top for Antonio down the left. He's done well to skip by Van Dijk. Van Dijk's done well to come back and clear the ball. It went out for West Ham corner, and that's what led to the goal.
Yeah, and we need to see more of that, Antonio. That's the only place Antonio will definitely get joy this game. Is that neither Van Dijk or Matip are blessed with pace. Oh, nearly Fabinho nearly gets his pocket picked by Rice there.
Liverpool got a hold of the ball on the halfway line. Tried a big long ball, but come on, ref. There was a bit of a kind of Johnson coming in the back of the player there, but Was it on Manny? Let's have a look here.
Can't really come in from behind. I mean, look, he hasn't actually tackled him. He's just running to the back of
probably,
him.
I mean, I can't really complain to that, to be honest.
No, he's running to the back of him when Mane's tried to control it. He'd probably been better off getting close, but letting Mane bring it down. Wasn't really any sort of position there. But having said that, you're looking at over 35 yards, probably. So I doubt the ball's going straight in. Well, what I mean is they're not shooting. They may try and work it wide, or they may try and float in, looking for a header. I know Robertson and Trent are standing over the ball, but I don't think either of them are going to be shooting from that distance.
They've just played it short, out wide. Salah's come deep to collect it. Back through the middle. So onto the centre circle again for Liverpool. Robertson's got the ball, pings the ball. Oh, well done from Jared Bowen. Unbelievable tracking back from Jared Bowen. Bowen's made the run.
I think he's given a handball. Yeah. I think it was. I don't think it's intentional, but I think it does come off his hand.
Yeah, it was. But
yeah.
Liverpool got the ball back in the halfway line.
It's one of the ones where he's just thrown his body up to block the cross. And
Robertson's chair one touch through to Manny. He's inside the box. Oh, well done from Ben Johnson. He gets a goal kick. I don't know how he's got a goal kick, because it looked like it was a corner.
Yeah,
but
I'm not sure about that. Although, to be honest, Mane's not making that much of a fuss about it.
No.
So maybe it was the right decision.
I think it was a corner, yeah.
No, it was a corner.
It did take a few deflections off each
other. Took like a triple
deflection.
deflection. So Johnson blocked it back onto Mane, back onto Johnson out for the corner. But Mane didn't see it either. So, refs sometimes can be swayed by what's claimed, and Mane didn't claim it. So the ref's like, oh, well, goal kick. Has pretty much been all Liverpool since the goal. They definitely have more of the possession.
Ball over the top. Salah gets to it. Oh, we've done well tracking back Pablo Fornals. Honestly, if that wasn't for Pablo, Salah was on there. He skipped by Oggy. Although Oggy is down there. Holding his knee.
Oggy's now down.
It doesn't look good.
No.
He just wouldn't be down for nothing. It's like something's gone.
He's not one of the ones to go down for no reason, so... Brilliant ball over top from Henderson. Salah sprinting away.
He slipped and he's holding his knee instantly.
They're the worst. When there's no contact, are the worst ones. His knee does get caught in the turf. This could be
right knee. Yeah,
the end of Ogbonna.
He's not even looking at the ball, mate. He wasn't even remotely looking at the ball when the ball was still in play, and he's still holding his right knee tight. Hopefully he picks up.
I'm saying Dawson or Diop. Who are you bringing on?
He's got a history of bringing on Dawson, doesn't he, to shore up things in the defence. So, by the fact that if this does lead to that,
let's have a look at the goal again. It's awful defending and awful goalkeeping, because how he's been given a free header there, Ogbonna, but then Alisson never gets up. Alisson doesn't have a running start. He just sort of tries to do it from a standing start. He never gets above him. I mean, if you look at them there, they actually look about the same height.
It's ridiculous that the keeper's even got given that goal.
It does. The angle of the cross did change off him, so maybe you'd have to see it from another angle if it was going in directly in or not. But the fact he was trying to get a free kick out of it is...
They're moving.
He's made a mistake. That's all it is.
Oggy's still down. It's Dawson. Dawson's warming up.
He's talking to Nolan.
He's taking his top off. He is coming on. So maybe it's precautionary. I just think with the history of bringing Dawson on, I think it would be a no-brainer really bringing him on.
I know, but I was thinking of the form that Zuma and Diop showed in Europe together. I was thinking that would be... And Diop's the more mobile centre-back is what I was thinking. But...
You get no nonsense with Dawson either. The thing is, though, Matt, we've got 4 reliable centre-halves. Oggy's coming off.
He's done. He's done for the day.
He's done for the day. I mean, he's walking. I mean, he's not massively limping, but I don't know what.
He's still grabbing something. He's not happy about something. He's talking to the medical staff. They want to know, is he coming back on or not? Nah, look at him walking. I
He's
don't know.
jogging it. He's
jogging. Maybe he's all right.
Oh, I think he might be all right.
Liverpool at the moment play on with the extra man. Van Dijk just brings it over past the centre circle.
Declan Rice is sitting back in the centre half position just now until West Ham decide what they're going to do, and Declan Rice does well to shadow the ball, and Fabianski collects it. And Ogbonna's on. Oggie's on. Go on, Oggie!
Wants to at least give it a run at Ogbonna. Oh, Fab, that's an awful clearance. Van Dijk again brings it over the halfway line into Chamberlain. Back to Fabinho. Fabinho wide to Alexander-Arnold. Out on the wing to Henderson, who's hanging very far out there.
That'll do, West Ham.
Into Trent Alexander-Arnold and
They're panicked. I'm not
Creswell watches it out for a goal kick. They don't seem happy, Liverpool.
I think, mate, I'm going to put this down to the fact that 20 minutes in, West Ham are tight. We all know, though, what they're capable of doing. I'm not going to get carried away with that. We all know that it just takes a magic moment, a moment of magic for something to get through. But Fabianski with a big kick. Oggie's been clattered in his face, and he's gone
holding his
down
face now as well.
Now. He's gone down, yeah. He's been smashed in the face.
He's getting absolutely battered left, right, and centre right now.
Oggie is literally back down on the floor because Jota.
I didn't see what. Didn't look like much. Well, on the initial play, you didn't look like much.
I think it was a shoulder or something, mate.
He just got back on the pitch from a dodgy knee, and now he's on the floor again, and
just headbutts he basically collides with Jota's his elbow. Yeah, it wasn't intentional. It wasn't intentional.
It wasn't. Jota's literally turned his back on the ball.
Turned his back up in mid-air. Ogbonna's come in and headed his elbow.
But he's literally headed right on the joint of the elbow. And like I said, Jota's turned his back. Dawson's getting warming up again. Like, I'm coming on, ref.
Am I on or off?
Get me on, Gaff. Get me on. What is he? Well, he's like, no, go sit back down, Dawson.
Is Oggie's
he's got a bit of claret coming out now. Maybe Dawson will get his chance to come on. He's probably going to have to go and get some stitches. It doesn't look intentional in the slightest.
It's one of those. It was like a kind of like.
He's turned his back on him. That's what it is. He's seen Ogbonna coming, knows he's going to get clad, and he's turned his back on him. And his elbow's caught him sort of in the eye socket. But
they're not sending that to VAR, are they?
I don't think they would. Well, you know what? I'll be honest. I don't think they should. I think
Oggie might actually be coming off for this.
I think he will have to because he's gonna. If he has to have stitches, he could be off like 5 minutes. They've got to do the concussion protocol.
What are the chances? He looks like he's done his knee in. Dawson's warming up to come on. He runs it off. Literally a minute later, a collision. He cuts his eye, and he's off from a cut.
Yeah. Depends how quick they can get it stitched up.
Well, he's running.
Can you get butterfly stitches? Can they just bit the old Vaseline and butterfly stitches, or is it actually got to be stapled? And
they're going to drop Dawson back into. Oh, it's a bad clearance from the Liverpool player. Oh, I think Rice will sit right back in that centre half position until they decide what's going to happen with Oggie. Well done, Tommy Soucek. Ben Johnson, nice chip over the top. Bowen tries to track it down, but it goes out for a Liverpool throw in.
West Ham at the moment playing with 10 men.
Manny wins. Dawson is coming on. Dawson is coming on.
Virgil van Dawson against Virgil van Dijk.
He's on. That's him. Oggie's off.
That's
Dawson's on.
That's Oggie done this time. Poor old Bonner. Tried to soldier on through the dodgy knee, got himself back up, and then just got absolutely clattered in the face.
Virgil van Dijk wins the ball. Zuma clears.
It was
Back to
entirely
Van
accidental,
Dijk. Liverpool player driving forward down the left-hand side. Still driving forward. Robertson still driving. Ben Johnson, he's beat Johnson so far for pace.
Left Johnson behind.
Terrible ball from Robertson. What is he doing from Liverpool?
I think he must have kicked the floor. The way he shanked that ball.
Yeah, it's just gone out for a goal kick to West Ham. Is that what he's done?
Yeah, he's just. I don't know if he's kicked the floor, but he definitely shanked the pass entirely. He just rolled out for a goal kick because he burst past Johnson. He sliced across it. He didn't get his foot round it. Tane trickled ball out for a goal kick in the end. First time Robertson's really got forward, and he put the afterburners on and left everyone behind.
Goal kick from Fabianski. 23 minutes in, if you are watching, we're 23 minutes in.
Souček with a header into Bowen. West Ham's...
Liverpool playing the ball through the back. Driving forward out in the right-hand side to Trent Alexander.
Roberts on the ball again. Into Mane. Back to Chamberlain. Looking to switch it possibly across to Henderson. Who...
Oh, well done, West Ham. Forced Liverpool into an error to play the ball straight to the West Ham defender. Clear out. Up top.
Looking over the top.
Oh, what is that? What's he... Oh, he's done all right there. Liverpool player volleyed the ball back to Alisson.
Blindly played back from Matip. Antonio, if Antonio was looking for it, confident, I'm guessing, in his own ability. Had apparently, according to Jack, he's been playing well this season, so backed himself.
Plays the ball, tries to play the ball
through to Chamberlain.
Johnson. Yes.
Johnson gets it in front of Mane. He puts it out for a Liverpool throw-in.
Liverpool got the ball again. Tries a low play. Tries a ball over the top to Salah. He's on the edge of the 18-yard box. Back heel, gets it through. Crosses over the top. I think it goes out for a West Ham goal kick, or does he get a corner?
Not sure. Johnson touched it, but whether he was off the pitch or not, I'm not sure. Brilliant piece of ingenuity there from Salah for that back heel.
Yeah.
Just read by Alexander-Arnold over to Mane.
He's given a corner, is he? Given a corner?
Yeah,
Yeah, he is.
It was tight either way.
Corner in.
Robertson.
Henderson.
Back to Chamberlain. Smashed it against Benrahma.
Fornals. Antonio on the halfway line. Salah gets back.
Pace of Salah. That's a foul.
Mark Henry.
That is 100% Mark Henry.
Power body.
Antonio's got himself at flying speed. He can't stop, and he's just shoved Fabinho.
It doesn't really look like he puts a lot of pressure onto the players, but the players go flying, don't they?
Mate, he's built like a house, isn't he, Antonio? Alexander-Arnold on the ball.
Plays out a neat ball through to Salah. Tries to play the ball through, but Zuma clears. Well done. Benrahma out on the left, who's been quiet so far. Plays a neat ball through to Rice, back the way. Finds Zuma. Zuma's going to go back to Fabianski. Plays short one to Dawson. Neat ball through to Souček. Ben Johnson. Plays it straight to Liverpool player.
Straight to Van Dijk.
Van Dijk
very high up the pitch, but he sort of played sideways past Henderson.
Yeah, it's kind of slowed their attack down, isn't it? Liverpool got the ball in the centre circle. Plays it out to Trent. Oh, well done, West Ham again. Creswell gets a hold of it. Declan Rice plays a neat ball through to Fornals. Oh, ref! Ref!
That's, you know, and the thing I always say about refs is be consistent. I don't care whether you're strict, lenient, be consistent. That push Fornals over by Trent Alexander-Arnold was no different.
Like ball in there from Liverpool into the edge of the box. Dawson clears. Salah on the edge of the box. Salah still got it. Henderson out wide. Back to Salah. Salah cuts inside with his left foot. He's screaming at players to move. Manny comes to collect. Comes to the edge of the box. Plays in Robertson. Cleared from Ben Johnson for a Liverpool throw-in.
That was no different to Antonio's foul on Fabinho. No different. He's just shoved into the floor. I thought it was a throw-in. He's done well to clear that. Sorry, I thought it was a corner. He's done well to clear it for a throw-in, Ben Johnson.
Robertson plays the throw-in to Oxlade-Chamberlain. Back
to Jota. Henderson. Matip.
Oh, that's good. West Ham. Well done. Pressed it all the way back to Alisson.
Back to Alisson.
Well done.
Fabinho on the halfway line brings it forward.
Robertson coming down the left-hand side. Plays it back. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Matip.
They're trying to work the width.
Yeah, they're trying. Well done again, West Ham. Benny tries to take on the player. Finds Antonio. Benny got the ball again. Look at Bowen! He doubles it. Bowen's got it! Ref! Ah!
Oh, he slipped, Bowen. Right at the critical moment. Now Liverpool have a counter.
Left-hand side. Jota, sorry.
Yeah, Jota bringing the ball forward.
Manny, West Ham have slowed it down. Jota. Manny shoots from distance. Cleared from Dawson. Bowen finds for Benny, but it's dispossessed by Liverpool.
Just too high for him.
Liverpool on the halfway line.
Van Dijk brings it forward again. Looking to go wide. Jota wide. Works it to Robertson. Also trying to whip one over. Cuts it back instead. Fornals intercepts it in front of Van Dijk. And West Ham force Liverpool back to the halfway line again. With Matip.
Well done, Craig Dawson. Declan Rice. Fornals. Oh, he's dispossessed. Tommy Soucek out wide to Creswell. Up top to Benny. Finds Antonio. Holds up play. Skips by 3 players, but he is dispossessed in the end.
Too much there for one man to do, West Ham.
It's so scrappy. There. It's like a game of pinball right now. 2 players are down, rolling around.
West Ham, I think, got Benrahma down. And I didn't see Liverpool had down, but there's 2 each team had 1 player on the deck.
Play on, not.
Antonio is now tucking in. It must be Benrahma.
Robertson.
Back to Chamberlain.
Chamberlain, yeah.
To Fabinho. Benrahma's back up.
Oh, it's a nice ball there from Liverpool. Manny on the edge of the box. Rice stands up to him, plays in Robertson. Low cross. Don't know what that was. West Ham dispossessed them.
Header out from Soucek.
Chamberlain, back to Robertson again. Tries to play a low cross in. Ben Johnson does well again against Robertson. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Switches play.
Got no one out on the right side of Liverpool.
Looks panicky. Van Dijk. Chamberlain. Van Dijk. Matip.
They're trying to work the wings, but the fullbacks seem to keep tucking in for Liverpool.
Yep. Henderson. Trent. Salah, sorry. Oh, well done, Tommy Soucek. Antonio. Oh, Matip. Fabinho, sorry.
Poor header from Antonio.
Cross in for Liverpool. Oh, it just goes over. That'll do. That'll do.
First half chance for Liverpool. Falls to Jota. Quite a way out. It was beyond the penalty spots. It was always going to be a difficult header.
I've got to say, though, like, what they're trying a lot of the kind of low, whippy passes in to the box, and they're not really getting success that way. So that chance was a high cross in that Jota has had to head over, you know. So I don't know if you've noticed so many times that Robertson's had the ball down the left-hand side trying to get the ball in, and we've blocked it.
Low ones, yeah.
Low crosses. Yeah.
Liverpool's throwing on the right-hand side.
Oh, he's just slipped! He slipped! He absolutely slipped!
How can you give a foul for that, but you didn't give a foul for the push on Fornals?
He's given a free kick, and is he booking him?
Can't be. Cannot be booking.
Oh, ref! It's literally a collision between the two players. That is
Shoulder to
ridiculous.
shoulder.
He cannot book him for that.
It's literally shoulder to shoulder.
He better not have booked him for that.
They haven't showed it on the screen, so I'm assuming not. He's probably just getting the foam out to mark up the position.
That is
Literally, that one was
30.
literally shoulder to shoulder, and as soon as he felt the contact, he went down like he'd had his legs swept out.
But 35
There's no
yards
contact
out,
between the legs.
on the right-hand side. Free kick for Liverpool. Takes the ball in, penalty spot. West Ham do well. We've got men there. Bowen get first to the ball, tries to knock the ball around Chamberlain, chases it. Chamberlain plays it back to Matip. Tries forwards, Liverpool. Henderson's dropped deep to collect the ball. He's on the halfway line. Liverpool playing the ball. I mean, every time they pass the ball through the back, it's not really sometimes in front of their defender. They're putting a lot of pressure on each other. They are starting to play the ball, though, a little bit.
No one in Liverpool seems to be happy at the moment.
Mane's got the ball.
It's a good pass to Mane.
Mane's got it on the edge on the 18-yard box on the right-hand side. Brings in the player, crosses into the box. Well done, Johnson. So they're not getting luck along the bottom, but they're coming to go in over the top. But Bowen's now got the ball on the right-hand side. Chamberlain's tackled him. West Ham have won it. Oh, I thought I was going to creep past Trent.
Liverpool then build from the back again.
Yeah. Ball over the top, finds Salah. Salah's on the edge of the 18-yard box. He's still got it. He brings in Alexander-Arnold.
Looking to go wide again, Liverpool.
Oh, Chamberlain crosses it in low. Zuma, what a header from Zuma. Oh my word, Alexander-Arnold tries some funky bicycle kick from the edge of the box. Goes out for a West Ham goal kick.
And he's now down holding his shin.
What an interception that was from Zuma, by the way, the first cross.
Had to get something on it, Zuma. I don't know what they're moaning about now. Like, literally
Look at
everything.
that header. Matt, I'll be back in a second, mate. I'm just sitting in the background, all right? I'll let you do it.
I mean, he wins the shot. He gets the shot off. Flies over the bar. Nothing in it. West Ham goal kick. Chamberlain heads it out for a throw-in for West Ham just inside Liverpool's half. Klopp's not happy about something. He looks bewildered. West Ham throwing with Johnson on the right side, just over the halfway line. He throws it short to Antonio, who's an awful touch, but he wins it back off Jota. Holds off a couple of players. Brilliant switching ball out to Creswell. Plays it forward to the edge of the box to Benrahma. Benrahma looking for something. Cuts inside. Whips a ball over. And everyone... Liverpool played the high line very well. All the West Ham players stopped, and it's fizzed just straight into Alisson. Rolls it out to Matip, and Liverpool start again. Fabinho picks it up, drops it back to Matip. Matip wide. Alexander threads it into Fabinho. Plays Henderson, who spent a lot of time out on this right-hand side, Henderson, into Jota. Jota now running at Creswell. Ends up getting forced back to Henderson again. Henderson looking for that thready pass again. Instead, plays it back to Van Dijk. Plays it into Mane. Mane turns, gets it wide to Henderson. Robertson. Robertson back to Mane. Mane threads it over the top. Clips off the back of Jota's head. And straight out for a goal kick. Inventive pass, but one of the ones that's got to be absolutely inch perfect. And clever run from Jota, but pass was very much behind him. Awkward one to do. Nothing from it. There's no West Ham goal kick. 30, just come up for 37 minutes gone. Passes in the final third, thanks to Sky. Liverpool 100, West Ham 16. Which, sort of tells the way the game's been. West Ham got in front very early doors, and we've played the low block ever since. Souček again was the header from the goal kick into Bowen. Bowen tries to win a free kick off Mane. Oh, Johnson's been done there by the bounce. Mane skipped away from him. Mane threads it in. Looking for Salah and Zuma. Another big clearance out from Zuma in the 6-yard box. Puts it out for a throw-in. Liverpool take it quick into Fabinho. Fabinho spreads it wide, looking for that width again. Matip brings it forward this time. Lays it off to Trent. Trent's forced to go all the way back to Alisson inside the Liverpool's own half. He lays it off to Van Dijk on the halfway line. West Ham got everyone in their own half at the moment. Liverpool are sort of pressing to knock on the door. They've got a lot of ball. They've got a lot of time. They're sort of getting stuff in, but as of yet, West Ham have defended Fabianski very well. Johnson this time beats Robertson to the ball, intercepts it brilliantly, chips it over the top. Looking for Antonio. Oh, phenomenal header from Van Dijk. If he misses that, Antonio's in. Matip threads it wide. Henderson lays it off to Trent in the middle. He looks over the top, but brilliant header from Dawson. Benrahma picks it up. Oh, Fabinho nicks it, and it's all of a sudden just opened up end to end. Robertson comes forward now, looking for options. He's forced to go back to Chamberlain, about 30 yards out. He's tried to drill it in, drills it into Salah on the edge of the box. Salah gets his feet clipped by Declan Rice, who's not happy about it. It did look like a foul. And Liverpool got a free kick probably about the edge of the D. Creswell has a hold of him. Rice... you know what? I can see why Rice is annoyed there. Rice plants his foot and Salah just knees Rice's leg and falls over. You could say it's one you could argue either way. You could say Rice has put his foot in and then he hasn't actually made the contact for the foul. But you can also say that Rice has dangled his leg there and Salah's made sure he's had the contact. I've seen it given both ways. You can't argue it both ways. The way the rules work, the contact was there. You've got a free kick right on the edge of the D. You're probably talking 1 yard back, so about 23 yards out. Salah, Alexander-Arnold and Robertson are all standing over it. West Ham have got a big wall. Both it looks like in numbers and height. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-man wall with Fornals laying behind it. Rice, Souček, Dawson, Zuma, Antonio, all the main part of the wall. Creswell on the end of it. Fornals laying down behind it. Benny just off the side of it is the one there for the charge down if he gets laid off. Robertson's left it, but Henderson's there as well. It looks like it should be Trent. It seems to be Trent Alexander-Arnold is the one that looks like he's eyeing it up. He's the one in position to take it. They take it quick. Goal. What a goal. What a goal.
I tell you what, Salah is a cheat, absolute cheat. He's an absolute cheat. Goal. It's a great goal, but he's an absolute cheat.
Lays it off to Salah and then whips it up and over the wall, top corner.
Should never have been a free kick, mate. Should never have been a free kick. Do you agree?
I've seen him given. I know exactly what it is. I said, Rice puts his foot in and then Salah kicks Rice's leg and goes down.
Ridiculous.
Absolutely Rice ridiculous. Left his foot in there and Salah's kicked it. I've seen him given. I don't agree with it, but I can't say that it's not. I've not seen it before. I've seen him given 1-1. Salah was having his back to goal, a couple of yards wide. They literally Trent knocks the ball to Salah. Salah just takes a touch to lay it off essentially, and Trent whips it over the wall in the top right-hand corner. It's that distance, if you get the pace to get it up and down, you get it on target, invariably you score.
Oh, great play from Dawson. Finds Johnson out the right-hand side.
Now Liverpool got their tails up.
Van Dijk clears. Johnson does really well to win the ball back. Declan Rice finds Souček, switches play completely. Right to Creswell. Nice ball. Benrahma out on the left-hand side. Go on, Benny. Ball into the box. Oh, no one's there. Van Dijk clears.
Good ball, but
Oh, Salah.
dominating header from Van Dijk.
Go through him,
Jota
Rice.
lays it off to
yes,
Salah.
Rice! Unbelievable.
Rice wins it back. Brilliant tackle.
Unbelievable tackle. Fornals. Prezi. Finds Fornals.
All of a sudden, Liverpool scoring seems to have brought West Ham back into life.
Yeah, absolutely. Johnson. Dawson finds Johnson. Nice at play. Bowen. Oh, right, listen, ball. He's onside. Fuck off. He's onside, ref.
He looked miles off.
Was he off?
I'd say he looked miles off. He looked at it from the angle of the camera. See this again. He cleverly loads it to the side, whips it over the top of the wall. I mean, look, the nitpicking, the only thing I'd say is that Fabianski takes a step the other way. Why Fabianski takes a step the other way? But it's literally just under the crossbar.
Yes.
It wasn't exactly in the postage stamp. Yard or two inside it, but you give free kicks away in silly positions, the better teams will make you pay for it. Henderson now, just bringing Liverpool forward.
Robertson.
And the game's now opened up.
Oxlade-Chamberlain plays a neat ball through. Well done from Dawson. Liverpool get the ball. Henderson switches play. Fabinho. Van Dijk. Henderson. Henderson's back in the halfway line. They're holding a lot of possession, but they're holding a lot of possession in their own half. They're just doing a slow build-up play, aren't they?
There's a lot of possession in like the middle third of the pitch.
Yeah, the middle third, yeah. Robertson cleared from Dawson. Fornals chests the ball down. Nutmeg. Keeps playing on. Go on, Fornals.
Van Dijk should sweep that up. You know what? I don't think Moyes will be happy with what he's seen.
I mean,
I think Moyes will probably think we've been far too passive.
I think for the amount of possession that Liverpool have had, there's not been a huge amount of threats.
I know. Defensively, he'll be happy with what we've done. Like he'll think that you've contained them, and I think attacking wise, I don't think he'll be happy.
They're playing the ball around the middle of it now. Manny gets the ball on the edge of the box. No one's closing him down. What a tackle from Dawson. Fabianski clears. That is, they were delayed there in tackling him. But I tell you what, mate, it's a great tackle from Craig Dawson. They're backing off.
Doesn't want to commit to the tackle. Waits, just gets the block.
That's a great tackle.
He's inviting him to shoot. He didn't want to make the tackle.
It's a great tackle, mate.
6 minutes of added time. So still got another 6 minutes in his first half.
Dealing with Salah's dive.
It's the two injuries to Bonner, isn't it?
No, I know, but you know what I mean.
And I don't know how long the VAR was for the first goal. Another whole 6 minutes. I don't think we'd get that much. I thought it might be like
plays ball over the top.
Looking for that ball out to Ben Rama, but one of the ones that's got to be inch perfect and then into the hands of Alisson. Liverpool scoring seems to have opened us up more. We seem to be definitely pressing higher, chasing the game more than we were at 1-0 up.
West Ham pressing, but Liverpool are playing the ball out.
Yeah, that's what Liverpool wanted. Liverpool weren't happy when we sat back. But pressing and chasing, leaving gaps is what Liverpool want. Robertson wide to Chamberlain. Chamberlain back to Robertson.
Oh, well done, Craig Dawson. Tommy Suchek, sorry. Ben Johnson, nice play from Fornals. Ben Rama, nice ball through to Antonio. Go on, Antonio! Go on, Antonio! Oh no, he's just overrun it. Oh my God, Antonio! Oh.
He left the ball behind. Well played there, Creswell. And West Ham had a counter attack, and Antonio was through.
Oh, go on, Benny!
Go on, Benny!
Go on, Benny! Oh, he's done it again! Pass it! Fornals. Oh, Creswell! Cleared from Liverpool.
Oh.
Go on, West Ham. Go on, Deckers. Ben Johnson out on the right-hand side. Bowen. Plays a neat ball through to Tommy Souček inside the box. Chips the ball forward. Antonio. Bowen. Ah, no, play on. He's blown a whistle for a handball. How had he never even touched it?
I don't know. That was very quick. Bowen saying it was chest.
Didn't even touch his hand.
No, he didn't. Actually didn't. I mean, look,
Ridiculous ref.
Van Dijk did clear it, but I don't know what he's given a handball for there. And they're showing the replay again. Brilliant ball from Benrahma. Antonio's away on his right foot, and he leaves the ball behind.
If he had just had that touch, he was 1-on-1 with the keeper. He knows.
He left the ball behind.
He knows.
That should have been a big chance for West Ham.
The thing is, mate, we can get in behind them. We can. I know we've not had many touches in their box, but we can get in behind them. Liverpool switch and play straight to Fornals or Benny. Benny's got the ball driving forward. It was great play from Benny down the right-hand side earlier on. Plays the ball to Bowen. Halfway line. Back to Ben Johnson. Switches play completely. Finds Creswell. Well done. Declan Rice comes back to collect. Souček. Deckers. Zuma. Zuma. Souček. Dawson. Going to go back to Fabianski.
Liverpool trying to stop West Ham playing out from the back.
Dawson back to Fabianski. Fabianski finds Creswell. Oh, they've come and they've won it. Salah on the attack. Finds Manny through the middle. Takes a heavy touch. Well done from Dawson.
Back to Fabinho, though.
Back to Robertson. Fabinho. Back on the centre circle. Antonio comes back, tracking back. Fabinho still got it. Finds Trent Alexander. Goes on low. Liverpool corner.
Creswell just safety first. We are into the 50th minute of the half. I've got about just under 90 seconds of added time left in the first half. Ball whips in. Zuma up and out. Back to Salah. Antonio picks it off him.
Go on, Antonio. Go on! What a ball from Antonio! Oh, Allison comes out and clears it.
Oh. Allison's come back 45 yards out up there for a flying karate kick to try and clear the ball.
Big up and under from Liverpool.
Zuma should just nod this back to Fabianski. Yeah.
Come on, West Ham. Come on, West Ham.
See, it's the only thing I'd say in this half is a shame that we weren't doing this at 1-0.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying when Moyes won't have been happy. When I said he was far too passive. Like, at 1-0, we was happy to just sit back and let them have all the ball. Now that it's 1-1, we're like, oh, we're going to start trying to play football again.
Declan Rice tries to find Benrahma.
Oh,
he does. Oh, Benny! Oh, boy, Benny!
Nah, he's got the ball. He definitely got the ball there.
Oh, it's a great...
Big Ed Zuma.
Benny's got a bit of form here. So... Oh, shut up, ref. Oh!
He's going to book him for that as well.
Oh! What a ball from Declan Rice who finds Benny. What a touch from Benny. Benny, you got it wrong, mate. You said it was Fornals. It was Benny. Did he get...
What a ball. What a tackle, Van Dijk. What a tackle.
What is he giving a foul on him for? He never touched him.
No, he didn't. He's actually not even touched him.
He never even touched him.
Souček's fallen over.
Idiot!
Souček has fallen over. Jota has decided that Souček's going to clatter him. And
now it's
what he's done.
Souček,
Jota's basically, for his own safety, what they tell him to do is to jump over the contact so they don't get fouled as much. except Souček fell over, so there was no contact. So he's just jumped, and the ref's gone, "Oh yeah, it's a foul." It didn't actually touch him.
We're on the 8th minute. We are in the 8th minute. 7th minute, I should say. Sorry, not the 8th.
We're in the 7th minute, which is still a minute over.
And look, they've
We
got
are a
everyone
minute
forward now.
over the added time. Right now. Trent plays it long.
That's ridiculous, referee.
Flicks it on. Creswell heads it out.
Oh, hold on a minute. I tell you what, my name's the referee. I'll just let Liverpool have a chance. 1.5 minutes after
now
the
he's
game.
blown up.
Idiot. Sorry. There you go.
They're still unhappy. What's he moaning about? What is he moaning about, Trent?
Welcome back to the channel, West Ham Network. You're just witnessed West Ham go in at halftime 1-1 against Liverpool. Thank you to I'll say a Fornals corner. I think the official people gave it to Alisson as an own goal. And then Trent Alexander-Arnold equalised from a free kick 18 yards out, thanks to a Salah dive. Matt, what are you thinking so far, first half?
I just said no. I think defensively Moyes will be happy. Look, it was a phenomenal free kick. It was about 23 yards out. He played it wide to create the angle, whipped it up and over the wall, top corner. But as I said, I don't think Moyes will be happy. I think he will be happy. I'm putting my headset out. I think he'll be happy with the way we finished the half. But, I mean, I think there's probably a good 30, 40 minutes in the middle of that half that he won't, maybe 35 minutes he won't have liked. We were competing early, got in front, and we just sat back. I mean, in fairness, defensively you could argue we were solid. I mean, look, it took a fantastic free kick to get them level. After they scored, we started playing again. And like you said, it looks like at any point we could get in behind them. Bowen, Antonio, Benrahma have all at points got behind their fullbacks to sort of create half chances. I don't think we did enough going forward in the gaps between when we were 1-0 down. We just sort of went, yeah, you try to do something, which they didn't. You know, I'm pretty sure I think we've technically not had a single shot on target. I think if they've given it an own goal. And Liverpool have had one shot on target. Right.
Yeah, no, I know. Listen, mate, what I think we might do is take a break and we'll come back on for the second half. Go and get yourselves a drink if you are getting comments in. And we'll come back. All right. We'll see you soon and I'll get the comments. We'll address the comments when we come back. Back for the second half. We'll just get this up and then we'll drop out, mate, for 2 seconds. There you go. And yeah, we'll see you back here for the second half. Thank you for joining us. See you soon. And we're back for the second half.
Liverpool kick off. Oh. I don't know if you heard any of the half-time stuff, mate.
No, I was running around after the kids.
I just caught a little bit of it at the end.
Oh, I seen Jamie Redknapp saying that Creswell's tackle was disgraceful. Absolutely not. I couldn't disagree with more. I just had
the worst bit was, right? I caught that.
Hold on a minute.
You know what he said?
See when he's gone in for a tackle. The ball's here, right? Imagine that's the ball, and this is his foot, and this is the grass. His foot's going down towards the ball. It
bounces off the ball.
It bounces off the ball and pushes his leg up. What else can he do? Nothing. Jimmy Redknapp was ridiculous punditry. Sorry, but it is.
The bit that like I just turned the sound off again was when he went, yeah, it was aggressive. Can't be doing aggressive tackles. I was like, it's a tackle. It's going to be aggressive. Like it.
Ben Rama tries a neat ball through.
He tried to go for the Megs on Henderson. Henderson was having none of it. West Ham throwing. Yes, it was an aggressive tackle. What was that tackle? There's going to be some aggression in, unless you want to turn this game into basketball, where there's no touches. West Ham throw-in. This is where we lack a long thrower.
Oh, unlucky.
Unlucky for Fornals. Maybe that's the one thing Moyes needs to look at. Trying to get someone in or getting someone that can do it or trying to move someone onto it. You know, as far as I know, the only one that can take the long tackle is Antonio. You don't really want... You need Antonio in the box for it. You don't want to make him be the one throwing it.
Yeah, but then again, you don't go signing a bloody player just because you can do a long throw in or do a good ball.
No,
Zuma. What's Zuma doing?
Go on, Zuma.
Wow.
Go on, Zuma.
Back heel attack Ben Rama down the left-hand side. Benny's still got the ball.
Go on, Benny.
Plays in Declan Rice. Back centre circle to Dawson. Finds Johnson out in the halfway line. Drives forward. Bowen. Oh, Manny's got the ball.
Unlucky break of the ball for West Ham.
Manny. Robertson. Drives inside to the box. Henderson. Back out wide to Manny. Out the left-hand side. Bowen standing up to him. Skips by him. Crosses the ball in. Tries the back post to Salah. Cleared from Ben Rama. Fornals gets the touch. Gets fouled. And it's a free kick.
That's a foul. Yeah. That's all the fouls he's given for them.
And the fans are screaming, celebrating the fact that we've actually won something.
Oh, as I said, I always come out every week and say this. I don't care if ref is good or bad. I just want consistent. And it's almost like the thing is right. He didn't give the red for the Creswell tackle, and VAR didn't give it. But it's almost like someone's gone in.
Benny's made the run. Benny's got a ball. What a nice touch from Benny. Skips by the player. Got a cross in. No one's there. Ah, unlucky.
Only Antonio in the box.
Benny's having a good game. Rice.
Well done, Rice. Brings it under control.
Brings into Creswell.
Good pass. These options, West Ham. Back to Souček. I see Souček getting a lot of hate on social media the last couple of days. Have we really turned into that fan base now?
Yeah. So
go on, Antonio.
And Rama. Antonio brings in Declan Rice. He's got 3 men on him. He gets the ball through to Creswell. He's got time.
There.
Takes a touch. Oh, he takes so many touches. He wins a corner.
I mean, that was a handball, but corner ball. No one in the box. Antonio comes short. Yeah, I see all this hate for Souček. Yes, he scored an own goal. Like, mistakes happen. He's been like one of our best players for 18 months. West Ham corner early doors again. Last West Ham corner end up in the back of the net. Can we do the same again? Should be Fornals again to whip it in. West Ham got 3 players.
Yes, hit the bar! Oh!
It was off Dawson, was it not? Of Declan Rice. Whipped in. Half on the edge of the 6-yard box. I think it's Dawson.
There's Dawson.
Above Jota. Off the top of the crossbar and out for a goal kick. There's your incentive, West Ham.
Yeah, they're kind of
They
struggling.
cannot defend set pieces.
Set pieces at all. Go on, West Ham putting pressure on.
West Ham trying to press Liverpool back, but they're so good at it. Straight into Fabinho. Fabinho turns into Henderson. Henderson nearly gets his pocket pick by Antonio, but spreads it to Van Dijk. Van Dijk to back to the keeper. He plays it out wide to Robertson. Robertson looks up. Falls backwards again. Liverpool a bit cell-shocked by that again. West Ham come flying out the gate. This time, not the goal, but the crossbar. Into Alexander-Arnold. Into Henderson. Drifting across the pitch. Into Chamberlain. Loose touch. Half intercepted by Bowen. Souček reclaims it. Johnson. Oh, he just pumps it down the line. Can't quite reach Antonio. But he's actually given a throw in anyway. Well played, Dawson. Antonio. Antonio controlled it, but his momentum was going backwards and he just controlled it dead and fell over. Trent Robertson.
What a save from Fabianski. What a save. It was at close range. I know it was hit at him, but it was at close range.
Should have scored.
Fabianski again. Well done.
Should have scored, Mane.
I don't know, mate, if he should have, to be honest.
Phenomenal diagonal from Trent. Robertson, first time on the volley. I'm sorry, no, from there he's got to score. About 7-8 yards out. He just gets in front of Zuma. Gets a side foot on it. No, from there he's... West Ham had there was Mane on his left foot, not his right foot.
The technique, though, you've got to have to be able to put that in the back of the net. It's not tough. He's hit that first time on the volley with a player on him. Like, he's just... At that point, when you're hitting it on the volley, you just want to hit target. The fact that Fabianski, doesn't matter if it was at him, it was a good save from Fabianski.
I know, it was a good save. It's a reaction save from Fabianski. And he got it out of the box as well, not just saving it.
God, Pablo, I thought he was going to chip that over the top. Well done, Souček. Ben Johnson.
Souček, good touch on it.
Driving forward, still Ben Johnson. Plays it back to Tommy Souček in the halfway line. Dawson.
He's gone back to Dawson.
Zuma.
I noticed that. That's interesting. That Zuma's gone to the left-hand side now, that Ogbonna's not on the pitch.
Creswell plays the ball back to Fabianski. Takes a touch.
Half a touch.
Long. Oh, nice ball to Ben
Johnson. Good bit of play out of Fabianski.
Good football, West Ham. Johnson
closed
again.
Down, though. They do close the space well, Liverpool. Very aggressive in their pressing.
Zuma. Driving forward, West Ham still got a hold of the ball. Finds Declan Rice. Nice ball through to Fornals. Good football to Ben Rama. Creswell's making overlapping run. Ben Rama's on the ball. He's going to play it into Fornals on the left. Fornals crosses the ball in over the top. Allison comes and collects. Good football build-up play from West Ham.
It was good build-up. They found a way to pass round Liverpool's press with Zuma, Rice and Benrahma. Now Liverpool coming forward. Good tackle from... All right, not good tackle from Rice. Refs played the advantage. Fabinho looks to spread it out. Going to spread it out to Robertson on the left wing again. Johnson comes out to meet him. Robertson knocks it round him. You're never going to get that, Robertson. You've hit it too far. But that's poor from Dawson. Had both Johnson and Bowen there. He just clipped it around the corner. I mean, I don't see what Robertson's getting angry at. He's knocked it around Johnson. He sort of ran into Johnson, but he knocked it 20 yards behind him. If he'd have knocked it a couple of yards, he may have got a free kick. But regardless of whether Johnson was there or not, he kicked it into Dawson. He wasn't going to get the ball again. That's poor from him. That's after a throw-in.
Well done.
Throwing down with Ben Johnson in West Ham's right back area, right in line with the edge of the box. Refs told Johnson to... Was he... Wait, go back? I'm not sure. He put his hand up for something. Into the feet of Antonio. Antonio... Oh, that's awful, Antonio. He's tried to switch it and played it straight to Salah. Creswell can't intercept it. Has a shot blocked by Zuma. Big block. Rice nicks it out to Ben Rama.
Go on, Benny. Go on, Benny.
Counter-attack.
Oh, nice ball through to Antonio. Ref!
That's a foul.
It's giving a yellow card to Van Dijk.
Oh, I'll be honest. I didn't think he'd get the yellow.
Was that to Trent or was that to Van Dijk?
No, I think that was for Alexander-Arnold on the counter. Because Rice knocks it away. I think he catches Benrahma, I'm guessing. Yeah, he pulls Benrahma back there. So I think it's for that. I don't think it's Van Dijk. I think it was Trent that got the booking there for pulling back Benrahma. Yeah. That is fair enough. I thought he gave it to Van Dijk, and I was going to say, even that for me was a bit... But no, fair enough. Booking for Trent.
Benny got
Keeps
the ball
him honest.
on the right-hand side. Cross the ball in. Back post.
Back post.
Just heads it really weakly.
Dawson. Nah, that position there, you've got to be heading it back into traffic.
Yeah.
Never scoring from there, Dawson. Not leaning back on it, anyway. Liverpool playing out from the back. Fabinho right on the edge of his box. Wide to Matip. Matip falls back to Alisson. Back again to Matip. Tries to chip it down the line. Henderson to Salah. Henderson skips away from Creswell. But Creswell read the cutback.
Finds Creswell again. Creswell finds Benny. Inside. Go on, Benny. Win that back. Win that back, Benny. Win that back.
West Ham trying to play in a very narrow corridor there.
Chamberlain.
Jota intercepts.
Just from distance. Blocks from West Ham. From Dawson.
Good Dawson.
Barney crosses in. Finds Salah. Shoots over the bar. That'll do.
High and wide for Mo Salah. Clever bit of play there.
57 minutes into the game. What do you think so far in the second half?
It's a lot more lively than the first half. We don't see. We seem to have. We've continued the way we finished the first half. We're actually going at them. We're not just sitting deep back and compact. Dawson look like he's struggling now. Did he take one in the stern or something? Is he winded? I know he's holding his nads. Okay, he must have taken one in the no-no region. Fabianski long goal kick. Antonio with the chest, but it's just straight to Salah. But Salah's also giving it straight back to Antonio. Zoomer on the ball, back to Fabianski. Fabianski clears it straight out for a Liverpool throw-in. Pressed higher, Liverpool and forced a mistake. Alexander-Arnold just inside our half, next to old Moisey. Looking for an option on the throw. They haven't taken it as quick as usual. That was definitely a foul throw. But he's throwing to Jota. Jota back out to Alexander-Arnold. And straight into Fornals, another throw-in. Long one into Mane. Mane back to Van Dijk. Van Dijk brings it over the halfway line into Chamberlain. Chamberlain looks wide to Robertson. Bit behind him. Robertson back on the halfway line to Van Dijk. Lots of pointing and throwing of arms from Liverpool players at the moment. Fabinho drops into a hole and picks it up. Spreads it wide to Robertson. Just about gets there. Back to Chamberlain. Chamberlain looks to chip to the back post. Big head out from Creswell. Followed up by one from Souček and Fornals. Just intercepted by Trent, but gives it away to Fornals. West Ham look to break. Wide to Benrahma.
Go on, Benny. Go on, Benny.
Looking for options.
He's gone through him. He's gone through him. Cross over the back post.
It's just too far for Antonio. Antonio had made the run to the back post as well, but it just floated too far. Antonio now squares up. Jota chips it in again. Headed out by Matip. Controlled by Rice. Ran Jota. Ref, that's a foul. But all the fouls you I was about to say, all the fouls you've given for him. Jota looks absolutely offended, but considering he got Souček booked when Souček didn't even touch him, he just fell over. I don't see what he can be moaning about. He shoved Rice to the floor. Like, he's got two hands in his back and he shoved him to the floor. You can't argue against it, Jota. West Ham free kick. It's about 35 yards out, but it's literally on the touchline. It looks like it's going to be whipped you've got, I think, is it Aaron Creswell and Declan Rice standing over it? You've got to assume it's going to be Creswell with the left foot of an in-swinger. No, sorry, it's not Creswell, is it? Sorry, it's Jared Bowen. It's Bowen out there with Rice. Rice runs over it. Bowen whips it in. Big head out by Henderson. Bowen skips past Salah. Again, whips in. Matip wins it in front of Zuma. Fornals still there about. Liverpool now looks to try and break with it. Zuma just takes out one player there, and then Chamberlain skips away from the second one, and Chamberlain looked like he was on the counter. I was watching Liverpool pointing out that Chamberlain was getting away there, and the ref pulled it back. Jota skipped away. Actually, that one, Zuma just sort of caught him. I thought that was one where he skipped away from him. It wasn't. It was then Chamberlain that then skips away from him. But I'm assuming he's pulled it back to put Zuma in the book. Because if he hasn't, then that's really poor refereeing. He didn't need to put it back. Not that West Ham are complaining. They haven't said he's been booked. And the West Ham Liverpool play away again. Matip over halfway line into Henderson. Clever feet from Henderson. Into Chamberlain, middle of the centre circle. Matip looks to thread it forward to Mane. Well played. Mane holding off Dawson. Sprays it out wide. Johnson intercepts it. Got nowhere to go though, and he plays it off Henderson for the throw-in. Well played, Ben Johnson.
61 minutes gone. Going into the 62nd minute.
He saw the ball was coming, Johnson, against Robertson. Read the ball, intercepted it. Handed up by three players, managed to win the throw-in. But as always, we haven't got a very good throw-in. And we're just standing on it's just going down long to Antonio. Oh, actually, he's played it short to Bowen. Bowen's then tried to do the clever switch.
Oh, what a touch there from Cressy.
I actually does it well, and Creswell gets a good touch on it.
Benny now on the ball. Go on, Benny.
Spreads it wide.
Creswell's making overlapping run. Declan Rice switches play completely.
Good ball.
Bowen, what a ball. Johnson's made the overlapping run. Bowen tries a ball. It takes a deflection and it's cleared.
Two deflections, cut out by Fabinho. And Robertson looks to bring it forward. Robertson into Henderson. Henderson to Chamberlain. Chamberlain threads it through brilliantly to Jota. Big interception by Zuma. Clever 1-2 between Fornals and Souček to regain possession. West Ham come forward with it again with Declan Rice on the left-hand side. Out to Benrahma. Benrahma back to Creswell. Creswell, he tried to throw it down the line. Somehow Antonio has kept it in. Salah gets out-muscled by Zuma. Rice collects it. West Ham regain possession with Fabianski and start again. Whoa. West Ham playing around at the back and Liverpool will press you. Dawson's awful pass and Robertson comes away with it. Souček, brilliant Souček. Didn't bottle the tackle and somehow he's got deflected to the halfway line to Fornals. Creswell comes forward with it. Back into Fornals. Fornals back wide to Creswell. Flips it down the channel for right in the corner flag for Benrahma. Back to Creswell. Back into Benrahma. Clever feet. Jota just getting back. Trent plays it down the line straight to Declan Rice. Rice back to Creswell.
Creswell good ball. Go on, Creswell.
Benrahma, brilliant. Creswell whips it in, but wasn't anyone there. It's cut out by Matip for a West Ham throw, but again, you only had two men in the box. None of them in really good attacking positions. Only Benrahma, Bowen and Antonio in there. West Ham throwing deep Liverpool's right back position. West Ham looking for options in the box here. Short to Fornals, back to Creswell. Creswell's trying to work.
Nice ball through Fornals, but he's won back it.
Jota picks it off Fornals.
Go on, Johnson. Go on.
Into the middle of the pitch.
Play on. Johnson shoots. It goes wide.
I think he's blown up already. I think he blew up for a foul, I think. I know he didn't. Jota clears it to Mane. He never under control. He slips himself. Johnson picks it off him. Drags a shot 5, 6, maybe about 4 or 5 yards wide.
Oh, interesting. Daniel Kretinsky is in the crowd. Sparta Prague owner and president. And it looks like the deal, what we did here, is waiting for government approval, apparently.
He'll be this. Is he buying gold shares? Going to be like the second majority shareholder.
You could just imagine every West Ham fan now looking at him going, "Oh, he's there."
Chamberlain skips away from Bowen. Chamberlain wide to Robertson on the wing. Back inside to Fabinho. Fabinho wide to Chamberlain. Chamberlain back in the middle to Henderson. Henderson looking for that threaded ball. No one's given the option. He's gone back to Fabinho. Fabinho threads it into Mane. Mane wide, left-hand side. Chamberlain. Chamberlain whips one in, but it's charged down by Johnson. Henderson, 30 yards out. Plays it wide to Salah. Salah squaring up Benrahma. Tries to whip one in. Souček, big head, clears it. Fornals wins the header against Fabinho, but there's no Antonio. I don't know where Antonio is. Oh, there he is. West Ham now trying to push forward again. Rice pushing Henderson. Brilliant touch from Trent, but Creswell intercepts it.
Nice ball.
Rice
Go on. Go on, Benny.
Go on, Benny. The bounce of the ball. And that'll be a foul. Yeah. Antonio trying to win the ball from behind him. He did have his foot on the ball, but he also caught the player's ankle. So, yeah. If you're going to tackle from behind, you've got to get the ball and no contact on the player. There was contact. It's free kick. Klopp is not happy, though. Very animated on the touchline. And that is Thiago.
Thiago's warming up on the bench
so
for Liverpool.
Probably spells the end of Chamberlain for the game. Well, I think he's had a good game, to be fair, Chamberlain. Trent
I agree.
flicks it into Jota. Flicks it into Henderson, who plays it into Jota. Jota drifts inside to Fabinho, who's looking to play it wide to Henderson, I'm guessing. Plays it in the middle to Mane. Dawson straight
Bowen on
into
the
him.
attack. Bowen on the counter. Bowen still got it. Bowen. No, on ball for Fornals!
Play it!
Oh my God! Yeah! Yes! Oh, unbelievable! Yes!
Well, he lost my camera there. Pablo Fornals loves a goal against Liverpool.
By the way,
West Ham are back in front.
Craig Dawson.
From Dawson. Nicks it off Mane. Fornals into Bowen. Bowen has three players.
Unbelievable from ball. Look at that run!
And Fornals makes the run. Definitely
yes!
onside. Past him. And
Pablo Fornals!
Shocking defending. Sorry, shocking goalkeeping, I say, from Alisson. Bowen sucks in four players, threads it through Matip. Fornals is one-on-one, shoots across the keeper. He don't get down fast enough, Alisson. He gets two hands on it, and it's in the bottom corner. Not the cleanest of strikes from Fornals, but he kept it hard and low. West Ham are back in front.
Pablo Fornals! Pablo Fornals! Look at him, he can't even breathe. Boy, he's gone absolutely mental.
And in the midst of that, Liverpool did make their sub and Thiago's come on for Chamberlain. Thiago straight on the ball, going forward. Threads it into Salah. Salah turns. Salah running at the box.
He's still got
Salah's still running.
Back
Rice
post.
tackles in. Henderson whips it into the
Goes
far
wide.
post.
That'll do.
Jota with a header. He had to work hard to get the header over to Ben Johnson, and he's only put it into the side netting at the back post.
Mate, I'm sorry. Everything about that goal. I'm talking everything about from the back defensively from Dawson, interception from Declan Rice,
and
then
the quick
pass
play.
Pablo Fornals to Bowen. Bowen takes on I don't know how many players.
Mate, I'm not even lying. I thought he'd messed it up.
Perfectly timed
he had
run
like
from Pablo Fornals. Bowen then chips the ball, penetrates the ball perfectly on the line, through to Pablo Fornals, and he fires it into the bottom right-hand side of the net. That is a hard-working professional goal by West Ham.
And West Ham with 20 minutes to go, back in front. Rice wins the ball against... Oh, go on, play over the top. Oh, ho, ho. West Ham were nearly in with Antonio there. Fabinho holds off the tackle for Fornals. So I was going to spread it wide to Robertson. Tiger on the ball.
West Ham, that'll do.
Then he intercepts it.
Fornals.
Poor pass.
He's dispossessed. Liverpool
do
on
there,
the
West Ham.
attack. Manny on the left-hand side. Comes onto the edge of the
Looking-
box.
looking for the
plays it
overlap.
back. Thiago. Oh, interception from Tommy Soucek. Declan Rice
Rice
driving
offered Ben
forward.
Rama the ball.
Unbelievable. Go on. Oh, he tries the outside of his foot from Papa Fornals. Ben Rama wins it back. Bowen's in
Benny.
space on the right-hand
Go on.
side. Go on, Bowen. Go on. Takes on to his right foot. Oh, his strength. Oh, he just didn't have enough strength for
The
Van Dijk.
strength of
Literally
Van
knocked him
Dijk.
off. Good football from West Ham.
Liverpool
though.
are at 6s and 7s at the back on the
Mate,
counter attack
Ben
here, throwing many
Rama.
players forward.
Ben Rama is causing them concerns all game. It was quiet
Henderson
the
into
first 20
Salah.
minutes.
Salah back to Henderson. Henderson flicks it forward to Mane. Mane on the halfway line turns, lays it into Thiago.
Oh, well
Thiago
done, Ben
sprays
Johnson.
it wide to Jota, intercepted by Ben Johnson.
And Bowen back
Bowen
to
back to
Johnson.
Johnson. Johnson treads on the ball. Managed to keep possession though, plays it down the line, but straight back to Robertson.
That's all he could do, really. There was nothing else he could do.
Van Dijk just inside West Ham's half on the ball, drops it to Thiago. Thiago back wide to Robertson. Robertson back to Thiago. Thiago switches it to the far side to Matip. Right in the middle of the pitch. Matip brings it forward.
Trent
Matip threads it
on
wide
the
to
right,
Trent.
crosses the ball in. Good clearance
Trent
from
whips
West
it
Ham.
in. Good head from Zuma. Thiago
Oh,
heads
well
it
done,
wide
Ben
to Robertson.
Johnson.
Johnson with
Oh.
a foot up and out. Oh. Thiago just retains it in front of Fornals. Robertson back to Thiago. Thiago back to the halfway line to Van Dijk. Van Dijk to the centre circle to Fabinho. Fabinho into Henderson, returns it back to him. Fabinho in the centre circle, looks to spray it left. No, he's gone back right to Matip. Matip brings it forward. Looking for the pass for Trent. No one's engaging him. Passes it wide in the end to Trent, right on the touchline. Trent switches it in the middle to Thiago. Thiago, brilliant little turn. Lays it wide to Jota. Jota out to Mane. Mane up
Manny
against
on the edge.
Johnson.
Ben
Mane's
Johnson.
waiting for Jota.
Brilliant, Ben
But Johnson
Johnson.
reads it brilliantly. Is it for a throw-in? Liverpool throwing deep in West Ham's half, in line with the edge of the penalty box. If they get the ball back eventually. It's going to be Robertson to take it. Doesn't look like they're loading up for a long one, so I don't think they've got one either. He's thrown it short into the corner flag to Mane. Back to Robertson. Robertson back to Mane.
Oh, well done, Antonio.
Mane to Thiago.
Brilliant, Antonio.
pressing
Brilliant,
back.
Antonio.
Go on,
Unbelievable, Antonio. He's still
Go on.
going.
Go on, look up.
Pass it. Oh, what a ball! Oh, my God! How's he saved that?
Antonio.
offside.
Oh, he's offside.
Unbelievable from Antonio.
Threaded the ball. I think the nutmeg Van Dijk. Fornals was
Tell
in
you
this
what,
time.
Mate, I tell you what, tracking back from Antonio, don't care what anyone says. He does
Kicks the
everything
pocket
for this
Thiago.
team. He does everything for this team.
Threads the ball.
Oh, it's so unlucky.
Just offside. Threads the ball between Matip and Van Dijk. And this time Alisson does save it.
Go on! Hit it! Oh! Oh, goes for a corner. Liverpool and Desiree in the back.
Van Dijk is absolutely fuming right now. Absolutely fuming.
Oh my
But he
God! Yeah,
literally
but
turns.
mate, he
Fornals
turned
just one ball.
Van Dijk. That was the thing.
I don't know what
He's
Van
all
Dijk's
over Van
moaning at.
Dijk.
It's
Antonio is
Bowen-
all over
Bowen
Van
brings the
Dijk.
possession from the goal kick, plays into Fornals. Fornals blindly just chips it round the corner. And Antonio just rolls in and runs.
Van Dijk is struggling against Antonio just now. Oh, go on, West Ham. Go on, Antonio.
Another West Ham corner. Liverpool have not dealt with these at all today. West Ham have got the big boys up. Antonio's doing his job on Alisson. Alisson's literally pushing in. Whips in deep to the far post.
Yes!
Bowen to the back post.
Mate!
Zuma.
Zuma!
Towering header.
Oh my word! Oh my word! Mate, what's going on? What is going on? What
Bowen,
a ball!
high loft
Mate,
and whip to the back post.
I'm
Zuma
sorry.
above Trent.
what
No
a
one-
delivery from
I
Bowen.
think Fabinho just lets him go. Free header.
That doesn't matter, mate.
Bang.
What an absolute worldie of a ball from Bowen. What an absolute top drawer ball from Bowen. That is unbelievable. Look at Moisey. Go on, Moisey, son! Yes! Oh
Zuma
my
with his first goal.
days! Oh my days!
West Ham in dreamland. 3-1 up. 15 minutes to go.
Origi's come on.
Yeah, Klopp's responded by
Jota.
chucking Origi on for Diego Jota. So,
Mate, what? Honestly. And do you know what? The corners come from hard work from West Ham.
Antonio. Yeah.
What a header from Zuma. Back post.
Liverpool kick off again. Trent
15
sprays it
minutes to
wide
go.
to the left to Robertson. Robertson back to Van Dijk. We were just saying they don't look happy at the back. And what we said, mate, I think we've had 3 corners today. We scored 2 of them and we hit the crossbar with the other one. Considering they got Van Dijk, they cannot defend corners. Thiago throws it into Salah. Salah turns, feeds it wide to Henderson on the wing. Henderson back to Trent. Trent whips it in high and wide. Over Mane. Mane's managed to control it. Back on the right back position, sorry. Robertson comes inside. Thiago feeds it back out to Mane.
Well done, Ben Johnson again.
Big header from Johnson. Out to Thiago. Sorry, out to Fabinho. Fabinho
done,
kicks it in.
Ben Johnson again.
Johnson again. Fornals just misses the jump. Fabinho wide to Trent. Oh, sorry. Trent wide to Robertson. Back inside to Thiago. Thiago back to Fabinho. Fabinho to Salah, who's dropped very deep now to get on the ball. Feeds it into Henderson. Henderson lays it back off to Fabinho. Fabinho threads it through.
Zuma.
Clever flick.
Go on, Zuma! Look
Zuma
at that.
collects it off of Trent, plays it wide down the line. Recycled by Fabinho, and Liverpool come forward again. Trent looks to whip it in to the back post again. Big head from Ben Johnson over the top of Mane. Mane gets the touch. Should be a West Ham throw-in. Should be, unless he's given a foul. Because Mane kicked it. Did he not? No, it's a Liverpool throw-in.
Can I just say something? I know the commentators are saying it as well, but you can hear the atmosphere. You can hear the atmosphere.
I can hear yours in the background. I haven't got my sound on. My mic picks up everything. So I'll watch it back again later for the sound. I always turn the sound off because I know my mic picks up everything. I don't want us to get copyrighted. Van Dijk on the halfway line into Robertson. Robertson back to Van Dijk on the halfway line. Plays it across to Matip. Threads it out on the touch line to Henderson. Henderson back to Trent. Trent back to Matip on the halfway line. Into the centre circle to Van Dijk. Van Dijk switches it, big switching ball, looking for Henderson, who's out on the wing again. Henderson flicks it on to Salah, who's got in behind Creswell. Salah turns his back to goal, lays it back to Trent. About 35 yards out, he dribbles towards the goal, plays it back out wide to Henderson, who goes back again to Salah. Salah drives into the West Ham box. He's still going, Well West Ham somehow hound him out. Henderson to Origi. Origi wide on the West Ham touch, right-hand side. Squaring up Benrahma. Benny's not having any of it. Origi's had to go back.
Benny is being phenomenal.
Back to Henderson. Henderson back to Fabinho. Fabinho wide to Thiago on the left now, stretching out to the left to try and stretch West Ham again. Wide to Robertson on the touchline. Back to Thiago. Back to Van Dijk. Everything's inside West Ham's 45 yards here. Every single play. The only person that isn't is Alisson.
Oh, Tommy Souček again.
Straight into Souček. Rice controls it. Rice is looking for an outball here. He's looking for something. He's trying to hold it. Johnson offers it.
Goes over the top. Goes out for a West Ham
Johnson
throw-in.
long ball. But it's a West Ham throw-in. West Ham handled the pressure very well. One situation here, and that's Liverpool's third sub. And they are going for it. They are taking off Fabinho and putting on Minamino. Which means Henderson will probably now have to anchor the back three. Ten minutes to go. He's made 3 attacking subs. They are definitely going for it. West Ham have obviously only made the 1 sub in the first half. Fornals back to Johnson. Johnson scoops it down the touchline. Thiago wins a header. Fornals wins a header. Henderson now, more in the central in the middle. Henderson brings it forward. Wide to Minamino. No, sorry, wide to Trent. Henderson looking for... Oh, he's passed it back into the centre circle. Wide to Van Dijk. Back into Thiago in centre circle. His brilliant little turn into Mane. Mane trying to thread it for Minamino. Headed off Souček. Johnson controls it, and Johnson just about saves. I think he's done very well there. He saved the corner and he saved the throw-in. Cleared it to Van Dijk on the halfway line. Thiago picks it up, turns and goes forward again. Back to Matip. Matip back to Henderson. Henderson wide to Robertson. Robertson drives past Bowen onto the edge of the box, whips it in for Origi. Origi with a try, almost went for a scorpion kick. And Creswell, not really knowing much about it, manages to head it out for a throw-in on the far side. Liverpool cranking up the pressure here. Trent into Origi. Threads it against Origi. Origi goes back to Henderson. Henderson looks to switch it. But he's gone back to Van Dijk in the middle, 40 yards out. Van Dijk into Thiago. Thiago nearly has his pocket picked by Rice there. Wide to Henderson plays it wide to Alexander-Arnold. Plays it into Salah on the edge of the box. Salah going at Creswell. Creswell does have it, didn't have it. Rice then wins it. Shot. And it ended up being a shot from Thiago. I think it took a deflection as well. A couple of bodies in the way. Ends up being a bit of a P-roller. Safely into the hands of Fabianski. He's the only one that looks like doing anything for Liverpool at the moment. Mo Salah. Every time he gets on the ball, it's actually Zuma with the deflection. Kills the power. West Ham clear it deep. Matip, in the end, brings it under control. Henderson back to Van Dijk, goes back to Alisson inside the 6-yard box. Alisson nearly closed down, kicks it away. Somehow it finds Salah on the halfway line. Back inside Liverpool's half, just inside the D. Thiago switches it out to Robertson. Back inside to Thiago. Thiago coming forward, threads it through to Salah, 35 yards out, middle of the goal. Salah, clever twinkling feet, turns away. Back to Henderson. Henderson, big switching ball out to Robertson. Robertson wins the header.
Mate, Tommy Souček.
Souček with interception. Who's stuffing out?
Is producing his top-notch
West Ham
tonight.
Standing firm at the moment. Souček answering some of the fans' responses from the
well
game.
done, Zuma. Get rid of it, West Ham.
Zuma with
he scored
touch.
it. He scored. He scored.
What a goal. What is Fabianski doing? What is Fabianski doing? Doesn't dive. Doesn't even dive for it. Henderson, 35 yards out, threads it into Trent. We think we've cleared it. Origi turns, hits it on the volley.
I think he takes
and
a
Fabianski
slip,
doesn't
mate.
dive.
I think Fabianski slips. It's a great goal.
One
from
touch
Origi, mate.
on he hits it on the half volley, Origi.
It's
Into
a
the
great goal.
corner.
I don't even know if he even stretched if he would have got near it. It's a great goal.
You've got to put the attempt in. You've got to put the attempt in.
It's a world class goal.
6 minutes, 7 minutes to
Here
go.
comes Bowen. Bowen's coming off.
And it's 3-2.
Sufal's coming on. Mate, that's a world class goal. Nothing you can do with that.
I'd like to see the attempt at least. I know if you can't get it, you can't get it. But
I know, but even if you attempt, doesn't matter,
nothing I
mate.
hate more than a keeper just watching it go.
But mate, give credit to the goal. It's a world class goal.
Back to goal on the volley, takes one touch, turns, swivels, puts it in the bottom corner.
Bottom corner. You can't do anything about that.
Zuma kicks it long and hard, looking for Antonio. Matip wins the header. Then Rama gets nutmegged. It goes to Trent. Liverpool probably got about 10 minutes now.
Ben Johnson, Tommy
Big header
Souček.
from Ben Johnson. Souček heads it down to Sufal. Sufal just volleys it.
Go on, Antonio.
Right down the middle
Go
for
on.
Antonio.
Go on, Antonio. Oh, ref! Ref! No,
Not gonna get
ref!
him for that. He's played the ball. I don't know about the top half of his body, but bottom half of the body, he played the ball. Liverpool now spring forward on the counter with Antonio in a heap on the floor. Henderson wide to Thiago. Thiago standing up Souček. Looks to play it out to Trent. Trent controls it. Looks to come inside. Whips it. Rice intercepts it. Benrahma up and out. Antonio's still on the floor here. The ref hasn't stopped the play. Like, he's not even in our half, Antonio.
Is Antonio still down? Yeah.
Yeah, well, he wasn't on the halfway line when that ball got cleared. So, Thiago running at West Ham's
Let
defence.
it go out. Let it go out. That'll do. Goal kick, West Ham.
Let it go for a goal kick, West Ham. I think he gets the ball, at least with his feet. I don't know what the top part of the movement was.
Masuaku's coming on. Masuaku is coming on.
Back 6. Arthur will be coming on for who? Benny or Fornals?
Benny. Can say it's got to be Benny, is it? Yeah, Benny. Yep.
Moyes really is trying to. That is our last sub as well, by the way.
Yep. Benny, by the way, Benny's had a fantastic game for West Ham today.
He has a
Absolutely
brilliant game.
brilliant game for West Ham. Creative. He's been working hard. His work ethic huge today, Saeed Benrahma. Well done, mate.
Masuaku now, you've got to come on, switch on, do a job. Switch on, Masuaku. Fabianski kicked long, looking for Antonio.
It's gone into the back of Fornals. It's gone into the back of Fornals.
And again, we get nothing. Just read very, very little out of this ref all game. Matip into Henderson. Henderson back to Matip. Matip squares it to Thiago. Thiago wide to, is that Minamino? Back to Van Dijk on the halfway line. Van Dijk wide looking for Robertson. Plays it instead short to Thiago. Thiago to Matip. Matip looks to bring it forward. Into Trent. Trent drops it to Henderson. Henderson back to Matip. Matip looking to spray it. Instead plays it sideways to Van Dijk, just in centre circle. Van Dijk knocks it forward to Thiago. To Minamino. Minamino turns, running at Soufal. Forced backwards to Van Dijk, just inside the centre circle in our half. He goes back again to Thiago. Threads it to Origi. Origi runs at Souček, plays it wide to Robertson. Back to Thiago. To Henderson. To Matip. Van Dijk under pressure, hoofs it forward.
Masuaku wins a header. Go on, Declan.
Go on, Declan. Carry the ground. Carry the ground.
There he is. There's Masuaku on the left-hand side, driving forward.
Go, Arthur. Just run.
Got it. He's still got it. Oh, it goes by. Oh, it goes out for a throw in to Liverpool.
That'll do, Masuaku. That'll do. That is literally your job. Get it down that corner flag. Minamino in the tackle with Masuaku wins it back. Trent now. Liverpool right back deep in their right back position. Throws it to Matip, who somehow heads it back to him. Sprays it across the box to Van Dijk in the penalty box. Van Dijk now brings it forward.
West Ham
to Robertson. Robertson back to Van Dijk. Wide to Matip. Liverpool still just inside their own half. Into the centre circle to Henderson, who turns brilliantly, passes it off to Thiago. Mane drops deep. Mane runs at Soufal. Wide to Robertson. Robertson looks into Henderson, looking for a 1-2, I think.
Oh, that'll do.
West Ham have closed it off, and it goes out for a West Ham throw-in. Moyes looks absolutely livid, barking out instructions. Looks like he's about to smack someone in the face, Moyes. Johnson, big throw down. Antonio wins a flick on, but no one gambles. Ends up with Matip again on the halfway line. He's gone all the way back to Alisson. We've got a minute and a half plus stoppage time. It's Van Dijk in his own half. Plays it across the other side to Matip on the right-hand side. He's looking for options. He plays it back to the left-hand side to Van Dijk. Brings it over the halfway line. He's looking for options again. Drops it short to Robertson. Down to Origi. Johnson just wins it and hoofs it. Unfortunately, he doesn't stay on. He's gone out for a throw in about the halfway line.
We're coming into
but Alisson's got to go and fetch it. Kills a few seconds. Van Dijk will take this, probably throw it straight to Matip. He's actually throwing it back to Alisson. Furthest fly for West Ham right now is Fornals, who goes to engage Matip. Matip plays it wide to Minamino. Minamino back inside to Matip. Matip just inside his own half. Left to Van Dijk. Van Dijk plays it up to the opposite side to Henderson, who brings it forward. Marauding run. Looking for someone to engage. Flips into Minamino. Minamino
he's given a free kick for that. Why have you given a free kick for that?
How? How are you giving a free kick? Similar position to the one Trent put in. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I can see that one. He's look at Souček's left foot. Yeah.
Right, we're coming up to the 90th
similar
minute.
possession.
How many minutes injury time, mate? How many minutes injury time do you think?
I reckon about 3, 4.
3?
Similar position. Well, no, it's not actually, is it? It's about 25 yards out, more to the right-hand side. So it's not quite as easy
Salah. It'll be Salah.
as the one that Trent scored in the first half. He's the one that's got the ball in his hands right now.
He does. 4 minutes.
Was I right? 4 minutes, yeah. We're going to 4 minutes of injury time.
No, don't do that, Freddie, because it'll go again.
Liverpool standing over a free kick here that looks like it could. You've got Minamino on the right-hand side here, and Masuaku's pointing them out saying, am I going to him or not? Masuaku's sort of holding now. You've got Salah and Robertson. Trent whips
Oh my
it
God,
in,
Manny has missed it from absolutely. He was unmarked. He has hit it inches.
Mane.
He was unmarked, and he has literally headed that ball about an inch wide of the post, unmarked. It's gone
Liverpool
over.
sucked everyone in with Minamino on the right, and then Trent and Salah
Oh
over.
my
Trent
God,
actually whips it
honestly.
into the back post. He has a free header inside the
It's
6-yard
not even.
box.
It's not even an inch out wide. It's about 2 yards
He's
wide.
missed it by about 2 foot.
We've got 3 minutes to go. We've got 3 minutes to go. Come on, West Ham. Come on. Come on.
Fabianski
Come on,
should
West Ham.
waste a bit of time with the goal kick. He's not even Antonio. I don't know if it was worth keeping it in there, Antonio.
Done. Was that Zuma or Masuaku?
That's it. That's where
Zuma.
you want it. Whichever one it was, that's where you want it. Right deep. Van Dijk, 30 yards out from his own goal, plays it forward to
Close him
Thiago.
down.
Henderson just over the halfway line. Back inside to Thiago in the centre circle. Sprays it forward to Mane, who's dropped deep to pick it up. Mane back heels it to Van Dijk, who's almost playing left back at the moment.
Big ball
Forward to
into the
Robertson.
box.
Robertson whips it in.
Not handball. Not handball.
Creswell
Yeah,
wins it.
free kick West Ham.
Well done,
I don't know if the
Creswell.
player
Put
was
his
offside,
head
was he?
in where it would hurt. I mean, it's unlucky for Salah because it wasn't head
It's not
high.
unlucky for Salah. It's not unlucky for Salah, Matt.
I'm neutral. I always try and play neutral. Creswell's stooped into the header. He's put his head in where it's going to
Mate.
get hurt. He's kicked
Even,
him.
and Salah instantly has done this.
Oh, yeah, so I haven't touched
wait,
him. You did touch
yeah.
him.
So he
You
did.
did.
Yeah.
It's
2 minutes,
unfortunate
West
because
Ham.
it's not
2
above
minutes.
head height, is it? It's just the contact's there. It's the foul. That'll
Come
waste
on.
hopefully another 20, 30 seconds. We've got a minute, 40 seconds left. We're into the 93rd minute. Hoofed long. Matic wins it against Antonio. Minamino brings it down into Henderson. Henderson back to Minamino. Minamino.
Go on,
cuts down at
Masuaku. Go on,
Masuaku
Masuaku.
wins it.
And he wins a free kick.
And he's
Go
won
on,
the free kick.
Masuaku. Go on, Arthur.
Stood on his feet there. Minamino wanted the foul. Masuaku stood up, won the ball, won the foul himself. Could that clock another 30 seconds off the clock? We got a minute, 20 seconds left.
Literally a minute, 20 seconds. A minute and 10.
We are running down the clock. Klopp knows it. Klopp's getting frustrated.
A minute to go. Creswell pings the ball forward.
He's got to go down to the corner
Finds
flag.
Antonio on the corner flag.
You hold
Go
it
on,
down,
Antonio.
Antonio. That is your job. Don't even think about anything else.
Ref!
Hold his
Ref!
arm. Matic pulls Antonio by the shoulder,
pulls him
drops
down.
him to the floor, doesn't give anything. Liverpool now has counter. Robertson kicks it forward to Mane. Mane chests it down, lays it back. Thiago brings it over the halfway line. No one's engaging him.
Trent
Spreads it wide to Trent.
brings the ball into the box.
Big
Origi.
ball.
Fabianski! Fabianski!
Origi wins the header.
Fabianski!
It was a deep ball into West Ham's box, a high-headed ball. Origi wins the header, difficultly against Johnson, into the
15
ground,
seconds-
into the hands of
15 seconds
Fabianski.
to go.
By the time Fabianski takes this, that should be the game. By the time he's kicked this down into the corner flag, that should be it. The 4
That's
minutes
it,
is
right.
up.
Go on, blow the whistle.
4
Blow the
minutes is up.
whistle!
Come on, ref.
Take it, Fabianski. Where is it?
What was he actually given? Is it?
Oh, the ball's still in play.
The ball's
I
still
don't
in
know why the
play.
ball's still in play.
Fabianski hasn't kicked it yet. Fabianski, when this goes, that has got to be it.
No, he's not blowing it. He's not. He's not. Yes! Yes! Yes!
West Ham 3, Liverpool 2.
everyone. Here, quick. Say, shout. Say, come on, West Ham!
Come on, WESTHAM!
Yes!
Yes!
Really loud!
Yeah!
Yes!
And West Ham go above Liverpool into third for the international break.
Third before the international break. There you go, everyone. Third before the international break. Pretty bubbles in the air. United! Let's do a rendition. Shall we do a rendition in the house? Let's do it for everyone. I'm forever blowing bubbles. Pretty bubbles in the air. They fly so high, nearly reach the sky. And like my dreams, they fade and die. Fortune's always on it. I looked everywhere. I'm forever blowing bubbles. Pretty bubbles in the air. United! Oh, mate. Oh. Matt, I've got the show. The show is set up. Hold on a minute. Shay. Hold on a second, lads. Hold on. Matt, can you do some of the comments for me, please, mate?
I haven't even been looking at the comments. My comments.
Just do some of them just now, will you? Just the comments at the full time.
Start from there. I haven't got any comments up. I think because I did, unless it's.
No, it doesn't matter, mate. Don't need just do the ones at the full time. On you go.
Aidan, who's your man of the match? You could probably give it to anyone. I thought the defence stood brilliantly firm. You could argue Zuma or even Dawson. I thought Dawson had a fantastic game when he come on. Go on, Freddie. Fused. I'm a man of my word. Good game. I said 4-0. I was so wrong. Dynamite, fear no one. That's the message. Long Dark 4-0's man of the match. You could give it to any of them. NWO, we are massive.
We are third place. Joint second place, mate. Joint second place.
Just on goal difference. Also, just a nice little rub in there.
Matt,
7 points in front of Tottenham.
Matt, I've put the link in the chat. I'm going to quickly set up the rest of the show and just keep everyone talking for another 4 or 5 minutes, mate.
What time are we going?
At 6:40. At 6:40.
So 7 minutes. All right, we've got 7 minutes. All right. Everyone gets a 10 from me apart from Fabs. Oh no, the nerves. When Liverpool got that second goal, the nerves. Wow, what a game. What a performance. You're saying 4-0's man of the match. There's the link for the review, guys, which we'll be doing in 6 minutes, 5.5 minutes. Anyone that has got Sky on in the background, Sky Sports Football are about to show the West Ham Arsenal women's game. So if you haven't had enough seen a West Ham win today, click over there and hopefully you see another one. We are the best. Fused, fair play. Thanks for the sub. Well, we like to have a good laugh on here. You know, we've got other fans. We have got a few Arsenal fans on here as well. We got a resident Genk fan. I don't think he's here at the moment. Mickey, who we converted into a West Ham fan after doing previews with him for the Europa League games. Again, guys, that's the link for the preview. For the review. It's going to take place in about 5 minutes. Yeah, Joan, with their first loss of the season. Not just their first loss of the season, they were unbeaten for 25 games. First time they've lost in 25 games. Phenomenal result. ESL, you're having a laugh. I know. You know what? We were fantastic. Liverpool struggled at times for creativity, but Salah still caused lots of problems. Great. It was a team performance, exactly that. There you go. Look, again, live at 6:40. Mandy singing along with the crowd. What have I missed? What have I missed? There was some wager involved in this game, was there? What defending by keeping? We did. Salah had. We did look worried when Salah was on the ball. We did start backpedaling, but I think for the whole we done rather well, and it was phenomenal free kick from Trent, and then a great skill finish. I mean, I still would like to see a Fabianski dive, but it was in the corner. But between the two of them, we done really well. Chelsea, you are next. Pat, yeah, they're only second on goal difference. Spurs are, I think, 7 points behind us at the moment. So we enjoy that while we can. They didn't have a very good game today. They played Everton away, you know, where we went and won, and they didn't have a shot on target. So Chelsea, who? Yeah. You'll see, you're in so shape. People said 4 hours. It's Divock tried to. You know what? I said I'd take him. He is a finisher. But you know what? Mane should have spoiled the party. If he'd have scored that header in injury time, that was it. Lee, don't give us the PTSD flashbacks. No Gerrard this time. No, there wasn't. 4 hours to match someone else again. Could have got Antonio at 5 if Antonio was on form. Man of the match was the whole defence. Nigel winning despite a gutless referee deserved it. I must admit, I wasn't entirely pressed with the referee. I thought it was, considering that the narrative is supposed to be from the Euros this year that they don't give the little ones, they're supposed to let play flow, and he just gave all of them. I think man of the match still. Can't believe it. West Ham are in third. We are, in fact. I don't know if he would have kept a clean sheet. The free kick was fantastic. The second goal, I was a bit. It was in the corner, but it is what it is. We're massive going to drink 3 more tequilas. Definitely, mate. There you go, Fused. You guys played well today. Not enough for the Mighty Hammers. They were unlucky. Matchday was just a Liverpool off day. Mate, everyone says that. I've given up. I actually don't watch Matchday anymore because I just can't be asked. Because it doesn't matter who we play. We never play well. It's just the other teams had an off day. So, it doesn't matter. You know, they'll either say we had an off day or they'll say Creswell should have been sent off and he wasn't, and that's what turned the game. Right, we got 2 minutes, so I need to maybe scroll back up. Try and find the link. Click that link. Jump over. We're going live in literally about 60 seconds with a live review. So anyone that's on there, just click over now. Might as well jump over. Stream's about to finish. We'll get into a proper review. Go back through that game as much as we can. And enjoy the win again. So I said, anyone that's watching now, just start clicking the link, jump over, come out of this one. We've got 45 seconds. So I'll say bye for you now. We'll jump over. I'll bring him back in. We'll say bye now. Click the link, jump over. He's been Anton. I've been Matt. It's the West Ham Network. You've just watched with us West Ham pull off a historic, unexpected, not very often 3-2 win over Liverpool. We're up to third, 23 points going to international break. Joint second with Man City. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Get your comments in after the video finishes. And as always, come on, you Irons.